actor and comedian Dan Pena drops in. HBO gets surprise act. Disney is planning on children and pulling out of Netflix. We Love Lucy. Coco is Ryan's shit. Usher is giving people herpes. And someone that is not Ryan is pissing on people at Metallica. You're listening to Humpcast. Welcome to Humpcast, everybody. The show where a couple of buds get buzzed and get tattoos that aren't henna with comedian Dan Pena. My name is Garrett Lee.
I'm Ryan G.
And I'm Ricky C.
And today we have a very special guest. We have actor-comedian Dan Pena.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here. And that I don't have to do my own sound effects. I was going to go pew, pew, pew.
Oh, no, bro. I got you.
You guys are legit.
We got you.
I can't tell you how many times that in real life I wish I had Ricky with me with a soundboard.
Maybe $100 a day. I'll be wherever you want.
So true. I wish you walked around and then anytime I walked into a room, I got an explosion and
Just wish it was always WWE.
Exactly. Or like every time they called my name at a comedy club, like that you were just behind the fucking booth, just doing your thing.
Randy.
Anyway,
mine would just be a WWE song. It'd be like, I'm an ass man.
There we go. There we go.
Garrett Lee. Who has a ride?
Trying to check the audio on the live stream, but I forgot that for whatever reason
To plug it in.
my Firefox is not playing videos for some reason.
Super awesome.
Can anybody watching right now, if you
Let
can
us
comment,
let us know what
that
it
would be
do.
good.
Watch
If you can or can't hear us.
We're getting lulls and hellos there.
Okay.
Hello.
Does that mean you can hear us?
Yeah, it's all good.
Sweet, we good, we
All right,
good.
I'll share it. Go ahead.
Careless whispers. Careless whispers. Shout out to everyone in the fucking live chat.
Don't ever whisper carelessly, guys.
All
right,
always
Dan-
there.
Dan Pena. It's not Pena.
It's just Pena, yeah.
Pena.
There's no accent.
There's no tilde over the end.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I still read it Pena.
It's all good.
Every time.
He's going to say it. It doesn't matter.
Nice.
All right.
All right. We start off every episode with
I forgot about that part.
Damn, bro.
Ryan's already started, so we start off every episode with an alcoholic beverage of some sort. Dan is actually getting something that we're drinking, so we're going to start with Ricky C and work our way around.
Oh, shit. Well, I think I'm providing like most of the alcohol here today.
Nice.
Which is cool.
Ricky C's our sugar daddy.
Because you're the dopest.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, everyone's having an awesome sale. So I got a couple things. First of all, what we started off the day with when we first got here was this very delicious gin and tonic in a can.
Oh.
Yeah,
You think like, okay, like, you know, maybe not that great, right? The funny story about this, though, was that this was Ballast Point's distillery. But once Ballast Point got sold out and went fucking corporate,
Fucking sellout.
distillery decided to go on its own and rebranded itself as the Cutwater Spirits. So same tasting if you had it as the Ballast Point. But now it's under a different. It's got rebranded and still delicious though.
Is it okay? So you have had this exact thing as Ballast Point and as this. Is
Yeah,
it
he brought it over.
thing?
It tastes exactly the same.
Saturday.
Yeah, it tastes exactly
Yeah, it
the
tastes
same.
exactly the same.
Wow.
It's delicious.
Okay, but yeah, they are fucking delicious.
Yeah, it's like you would never think like what the fuck, like it's a gin and tonic in a can.
Yeah, and like as a bartender, I'm like, okay, everything needs to be fresh. I don't know about these canned cocktail thing. This is fucking delicious.
Not only that, you think like anything in a can, like canned cocktails, like the club cocktails. Have you ever had
Right.
those?
Oh, yeah.
It tastes like
Buzzballs.
dick.
Yeah, buzzballs.
Fuck, they suck. Yeah, buzzballs.
It's not even that
I
crazy.
feel like I'm so like in the future right now, looking at this can.
Oh,
Like
yeah, the future is
I'm just
now.
thinking to myself, of course, there's a cocktail in a can. Why hasn't there been before?
Well, there has been, but they taste like shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and those are like 20% alcohol. These are only 6.2. So you can
Yeah,
so it's
down a couple of these guys. and
It's
have
a
some time.
leisure drink.
Yeah,
It's nice and refreshing. Cucumber and grapefruit flavors.
And at a 6%, I personally would rather have one of these just waiting for me in the fridge for a hot day than like a regular Pilsner or lager, just like something like that. But
And there's like no can kind of taste, no aluminum.
No, I mean, well, like, I guess generally you kind of say like almost tastes like tinny,
Okay.
in a weird way.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like that, like I do, you're gonna love it.
Nice.
Next thing I brought in was this Belgian Beaver Deftones Phantom Bride IPA. It's got a really sweet looking can.
Yeah, I had a six pack of this not too long ago.
Yeah, it's really good. This is delicious.
Is that like
First time
that's
I've
like
had
a
it.
hamster skull?
It's like
or-
a weird, gopher or something. Beaver. It's probably beaver. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
it's
from
from
Belgian
Belgian
beaver.
beaver.
It's a beaver for sure.
You guys are dumb. I'm sorry.
It's a beaver.
It could be anything. It could be anything. It could be a capybara.
It could be a goat.
Confirm.
Yeah, it's a beaver.
That's what Ryan's drinking right now, right? And he's drinking out of this really cool cup. What's going on today?
Let's get into that.
Thanks to one of my best friends in here.
Cheers.
Thanks.
To also this Deschutes lager that I brought in.
Cheers. to
Speaking
that.
of that, this is what Dan's drinking. I had one of these also. It's the Deschutes Pacific Wonderland lager. Pacific Wonderland. This is a brewery out of Oregon, which explains the Pacific, Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
How was your trip to Oregon, by the way?
Let's get into that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I brought you guys some cool little gifts from Deschutes.
Let me tell you what I got.
Probably like the. I went to
sorry,
the.
Garrett, what are you drinking?
Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah, sorry. Garrett. What are you drinking?
Never get through a full
What are you
idea.
drinking?
All right, I'm also drinking out. So excited to see you guys. I know. We haven't seen each other in forever. We're drinking out of this cool gift that Ricky got me. What is this? Is it tin or is it aluminum? What is it?
I'm gonna say like 10.
Tin. This cool like travel mug that Ricky got me. It's like
so dope that it has a
metal
clip on
insulated. It has a carabiner as a handle.
Yep.
You can keep it clipped to your fucking fanny pack.
That's perfect.
Music for mountain climbing.
Yeah.
You can climb mountains and drink your own piss.
I was thinking,
yeah.
like music festivals or something. You know,
Anything
like,
you want.
if you
Clip
can
it on
take
to
it
your
in, you can
pants.
clip it on, you won't lose it.
Backpack.
Pour some shots.
Put your keys on there. Make your keys harder to lose.
And I'm drinking out of it, or I'm drinking an experimental drink. It is actually it tastes like shit. It's actually really good, but too strong. It's kind of the level of an old fashioned. I brought Maker's Mark bourbon, fresh mint from my own garden, some fresh lemon juice, and some sugar cubes with grapefruit and orange bitters. Fucking delicious, but it's strong. It is essentially like a citrusy mint, old fashioned. That's good mint. Really yummy.
I watched you make it. It looks good.
I grew it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I grew that mint, bro.
Nice.
I'm reaching new levels of bartending status.
Yeah,
Shit.
You gotta make mojitos now.
Dude,
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
even know about my mojitos. Joe,
Yeah,
Joe,
distilled
Joe and
Joe.
Joe and them all fucking love my jalapeno honey mojito that I made on my show. Shout out, what's good with Gary Lee? I love that one. It's so cool. All right, let's get back into it. So,
So Deschutes was one of the breweries I went to when I went over there.
You spent a weekend in Oregon.
Yeah, weekend. I was 4 days.
Which
with
part?
3 nights. Just went to Portland.
No, nice. I
Portland.
love Portland.
Yeah,
the dream of the 90s is live still.
The first time I've been there, we decided, me and my wife got like a wild hair up our ass and decided like we have some.
Hope you got it out.
I got it out. I got it out in Oregon.
saying?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Never heard of that? Yeah, when you decide to just get up and do something for no reason.
Nice.
Exactly. Had some nice vacation time, so decided to go out there and happened to go out there on their 30-year anniversary of their beer fest.
Nice.
So that was awesome.
So you didn't even plan that.
You didn't plan it.
Nice.
I mean, when we were out there too, we went to like a ton of breweries. Deschutes was probably my favorite. I went there and had I guess one of they had a brewer flight, which is just all the beers that you don't find on the shelves. And they were all fucking delicious. Hit up 10 Barrel, Hair of the Dog. There's one more that I can't remember.
Ninkasi?
Nkasi. No, actually 5. There's another one too.
Oh,
Damn it.
Oh.
There's another one.
He's got
that
so
I-
drunk he can't
Was it like-
I did a lot of drinking.
Was it like Tugboat? I know that they've got.
No, it wasn't Tugboat.
Or is it Anchor? I forget.
Great Notion.
Great.
It's a great Notion.
Never heard of that one. No.
Really good beer.
Yeah. But Deschutes is your favorite.
Deschutes is my favorite. Yeah, they had a lot
stuff.
of. Yeah, it was a really cool brewery. They have like these crazy like wood sculptures that someone hand carved, and like they had like these. It was just like these crazy like scenes. Like there's like one like a bunch of wolves on it, like a pack of wolves. Wolfpack.
One man.
There's like a bunch of like wheels. It's all like very like woodsy, and there's like bears and stuff. Rustic. It's very cool and delicious beers and food.
Nice.
Did you go to any of the strip clubs over there?
I did go to a strip club.
Nice.
Is that a thing that I never
It's a
seen?
thing. It's a thing.
When he was telling me on Saturday, I was like, that's a thing?
Yeah, we went out there with no plans, right? We just said, okay, like, let's go out there. We're just going to fucking wing it.
Fucking do it.
And, see what's going on. And, like, everyone we talked to, they were just like, okay, we got to go, like, this food, this beer, strip club. I was just like, all right. So I happened to go. I got tattoo out there, and I happened to talk to the tattoo artist.
Where's that little show us, bro?
A little pine tree.
Pine tree standing right next to the Banksy thing.
Yeah, next to the girl shooting her head off.
All right.
And so I talked to him, and he's just like, oh, well, I'm going to be a little biased. I used to be the bartender at this one place. So we're just like, all right. He's just like, yeah. He's like, go there. He's like, you can actually gamble there. He's like, there's like some weird loophole, I guess, in Oregon where you can gamble at strip clubs.
What?
Not only this, but the strip clubs are fully nude, and it's a full bar.
Yeah, it's grandfathered in. It's really awesome.
Why haven't I gone?
This is like, I had no idea.
I've been when I went to Oregon, to Portland the first time. My cousin was like, you have to try the strip clubs, and obviously I'm not going to go to like some fancy one.
Yeah,
because,
exactly.
Like, I want to know what's going on at the seediest place with the seediest girls. I found a place where they had it's for $5.99. They'll get you a steak. And a potato, a beer, and a lap dance.
Oh my God!
$5.99.
I didn't go there.
That's better than the crest right here.
I fucked up.
Oh yeah, dude.
For $6, you get a
your recommendation.
steak, a baked potato, a beer, and a lap dance.
That's probably the best bargain in America.
I'm gonna say I spent $80. I got hammered, and I saw like some of the most talented fucking strippers.
Nice.
They had like this crazy like monkey bars in the ceiling.
Did they have one to do a ping pong trip?
No, unfortunately not though. But I mean, they had some like insane shit in the ceiling that they were like climbing all over, including the strip like actual pole.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was insane. It was awesome.
All right. So
what else? I mean, obviously the fact that you can gamble in there.
Yeah.
And then it's a full bar, full nude. Like, okay, all right, I get that. But what else? Because I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a strip club, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, like that's the thing too. Is like,
because strip clubs, it kind of all depends on the atmosphere and like.
So now this is my public
I've only been to like 3.
This is only my third one.
I've only been to one in Vegas.
And the best,
You go to Oregon.
And you guys went to Hustler, right?
Yeah.
Which was like
just
what I recommended. Yeah, because it was like really cool. It's like a cool atmosphere. It was like a cool atmosphere, like for a strip.
I hated that one.
You hated Hustler?
Yeah.
Side note, don't go to Hustler. You got to find the Palomino. Okay, that one is fully nude in Vegas, and it's just outside the city limits.
Yeah, I told you.
That's the good one.
That's where we fucked up.
Back to
I didn't like Hustler.
We have a friend out there who is a taxi driver, and they, I guess, get a deal on bringing people to specific strip clubs.
Yeah, the taxi driver.
So he was telling us, dude, I'll pay your entry. And we had like 6 dudes or something.
Nice.
I'll pay your entry. Just go to this one. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. I don't care. Because, I mean, it would have been like a few $100 for all of us to get in.
Just to fucking get in.
Just to get in.
It's fucking ridiculous.
And so he paid the entry. He got paid. And then he's like, just hit me up when you're ready to go.
That's how much it costs to get into Hustler? Just a few hundred?
A few hundred a week. I think it was a few hundred for $6. For 6 people.
Yeah.
And then
It's like $50.
Yeah.
It's like $50
a person or something.
But on Sundays, when I went, it was on Sunday. So on Sundays you pay $70 or like $80, and you get an open bar for like 3 hours.
Oh.
Yeah. So that
Worth it.
That was
Definitely.
yeah. I think it was 2 hours, but I just maybe I just stretched it out in my mind because I got so fucking wasted. Within that too, and actually we got in, and then I was like, where the fuck do I get wristbands? And then they were like, you have a wristband? Because they asked me that. And I was like, what does that mean? They're like, that means that's open bar. And I was like, no. Where do I get one? They're like, go back and pay the $20 difference, and then they'll give you a wristband. So I went back out, and then I was like, hey, I want to get a wristband. They were like, are you a local? And I was like, yeah. And then they just gave us all wristbands, and then like sent us back. We didn't pay for it. So
always say you're local.
So if they ever ask if you're from Vegas, always say yes.
Yeah, because we also have friends out there that tell us the same thing too.
Yeah.
Totes. But yeah, so that was
Portland
I'd
titties,
say-
awesome titties.
Yeah, all the girls are super nice. No one like really try to like. I feel like
Well,
Hustler.
that's because he went to the good one.
Yeah, Hustler try to play you.
Bro, Portland titties are the best titties ever.
Yeah.
They're weird and they're awesome.
Keep Portland weird.
It was a lot of fun, man. With my wife, she had like all the attention. It was cool. You know, it was a lot of fun.
My wife had all the Portland
All the titties in her face.
That's cool.
She had a great time.
Cool with you also getting some titties.
Well, it's just you too, right?
Yeah.
There's actually like a lot of women there too, which is kind of a different thing I've seen.
Huh.
So
This whole thing's different because I've only
everyone
been to
just
one
chilling,
place.
drinking, and watching titties.
So interesting.
Need to diversify.
gambling.
I feel like I need to. I don't know.
Portland's just like this crazy town that like I feel like you don't really. It's hard to explain unless you actually go there. Like it's just like its own vibe. Like everyone's
Is it like Portlandia at all?
Yeah, there's some weirdos for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, strip clubs aside, did you go to like Powell Books?
I went to
and
Powell's, yeah,
the
that was
original
awesome.
Voodoo Donuts and everything.
I didn't go to Voodoo. I went to Blue Star instead.
Okay.
We got a voodoo right here.
Yeah, we got a Voodoo here.
Yeah.
So
it's
I
not
went to
the
Blue
original
Star.
though.
It's
It's kind of
not.
like there's a Starbucks out here, but like in Seattle, there's like the original.
I would
It's
not
still
go to
Starbucks.
a Starbucks if I was
It's still Starbucks.
I think I did. It's the fucking same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
You did that?
Well, because our friend works there. Not at the original. She works.
She works at Starbucks.
at a
We were
Starbucks in
at Seattle, and she's like, "Why don't we meet at the original one, and I'll get you free Starbucks." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, the only
But
thing
then
that's
we
really
went-
different is like the logo. I guess.
Yeah, exactly. And then she just got us free drinks, then we just left and went hiking.
Okay.
So that was when I went to Seattle.
Blue Star. I mean, if you're ever in Oregon, fuck Voodoo. Go to Blue Star. They have some delicious fucking donuts.
Blue
That's where the locals.
Well, you know, that's what I was tripping on. That's what I was tripping on.
Hey, I'm a local, but where's the good spot right
When
I
I was
was used to ask everybody, and they gave us some great recommendations.
when I was in New Orleans, they kept telling us to go to strip clubs too.
Well, I feel like that's a staple.
Yeah.
I don't think
And we
going
did
to
it.
strip club is a bad idea anywhere.
Yeah.
We did it, but it was weird because they were talking about because there's a big giant Harrah's there,
Oh,
and they were talking about how like that's new. They're like it's new. They're like we couldn't gamble on land forever. And I was like,
on land?
What do you mean they used to go
I was like,
on
what do you
land?
mean on land? They're like, yeah. They're like, yeah. For the longest time, everybody just would get on the paddle boats, and it was a loophole.
Yeah.
And that's where it all started. Was that like
nautical rules.
yeah, was
Yeah.
that as long as you were on the river, you weren't you were able to gamble. So of course the fucking one paddle boat that we get on, steamboat that we get on, doesn't have the gambling. The other one does.
That's when you jump up and swim to the other one.
Climb on those paddles,
Yeah.
jump right in.
So next time I know, but you know, I'll definitely go back to that place. But
Yeah.
that's cool though. I didn't know. Do they have any other like sort of casinos or anything? Or just-
No, it was just like
Just
this weird loophole that we could only be
That's like all the lewd shit is only together in one place. Like, that's-
Apparently, it's awesome.
It was awesome.
That is so nuts.
One of the funnest things I've had, like in Portland. That was definitely a great experience.
Did you go to any of the gas stations in Portland?
We didn't have our own car.
They hand out
They,
these like brochures of every single person that has been busted for drug possession and use of that week.
What the fuck?
It's really strange. Yeah, you just go to any like gas station and they will just show the faces of like 100 people who got busted for drugs that week.
Just that week. Like hundreds of people that week.
Yeah. Well, weed was legal, so I mean, I went to a couple rec shops. And
I'm
I
gonna
was
go.
like,
I'm gonna go get busted for coke just because I want to get
you
famous.
want to get on that?
Portland famous.
Try to be on that gas station. That's gonna be his new flyer.
My new headshot. Fuck yeah, put it on my flyers.
Featuring comedian Ryan D, who was busted for drug possession in Oregon.
There it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I went to a couple of the rec shops out there. Snuck something back, just say.
Yeah.
In your butt.
In your butt.
Not even. Not on my carry-on.
Carry on
I don't
butt.
give a fuck.
They don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
We did go here.
A dog fucking sniffed my bag, was just like, yeah, you cool. I was just like, thanks, dog.
Like that. How about they almost didn't let me fly back home because my wallet got stolen in New
Well,
Orleans?
yeah, and that's understandable. You don't
It's
have
fucking
any
crazy.
Yeah.
No, I know, but they were like, I don't know, it was just so stupid. Like the shit that I had to go through. Like, I get it.
I hope it's good.
It's procedure.
Mhm.
But like, come on. I was just like, yeah, of course. I'm like, dude, I have my boarding pass. Like, I got here. Like, I'm like, me and my fiance just left. We just got engaged. Like, you guys, like she's with me here. Like, they made me dump my whole fucking bag out. Like, they're like, you don't have any mail. I'm like, I'm traveling. What the fuck am I have mail?
Just a common thing, sir.
Is that a good idea?
We all have mail.
Well, now I know.
I know, yeah.
Piece of
It
mail
makes something,
in
yeah.
case you lose your fucking driver's
Now,
license.
would it count if you had a postcard with you that you were going to mail that had your return address?
That's a great question.
So then you're like, oh, I was gonna mail this.
I feel like it has to be processed because I feel like there's like that weird law where like once it gets processed through the U.S. mail, then it's technically like a state document.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm gonna just
That makes
have
sense.
I'm just gonna have fucking mail with me then every time.
Yeah, man.
But it's just, you know,
It's a good thing
I
to
just,
have.
It's gonna be my fucking Spectrum bill.
That's all you need.
exactly. And like, you know, now I know. Like, I'm going to do that. Every time I go
idea.
somewhere, I'm going to take a
good
fucking piece of
LPC
mail,
mail.
put it in my bag. Yeah, of course.
Life pro tip from Ryan D.
Here's my subscription from Nudie Mags.
Anytime I fly, at least, because I usually drive everywhere, so it doesn't even.
Yeah.
Like, if I were to go to Portland, I'd probably drive.
Yeah, we just flew there. I mean, it was only like 2 hours and 30 minutes.
I like everything along the way.
Yeah,
So
it's a great
if you can
drive.
get all that time off.
Yeah, I only had 4 days, so
Yeah.
I had to make the most of
And
it.
anything short of a week, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't love driving.
Well, because you could have hit, could have hit Frisco, and then you could have hit
I mean, I've
Santa Rosa with all those breweries on the way.
Well, my cousin lives in Oregon. He said he made the trip in 14 hours.
Nice.
It's not bad, dude. I mean, I drive up Santa Rosa every year, and it's 6 hours, and then just another 5 is like gets you to Oregon.
Yeah.
So,
Well, flying wasn't too bad, but it was a great time.
how long is the flight? 2 hours?
Yeah, 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Simple, yeah.
Yeah.
I went on like a red eye like at 9 p.m.
Is that a red eye?
Technically, it was. I mean, it was like
It's not really a red
It's
eye.
more of like a pink eye.
it was a red eye.
Not a red eye. Red eye is like
It's the red eye price.
9, 10, 11. You got there at 11.
Well, because you get to the airport at like 12 o'clock when you actually land. You know? So that's why they consider it, I guess. I don't know.
When I think of a red eye, when I think red eye, I think 3 to 5.
Yeah.
Dude, cheap flight I got to Washington was like, it was cheap as fuck, but it was like a 4-hour layover. It was the worst. So I'm just like sitting in San Francisco airport like with nothing to do for fucking 4 hours.
Portland airport was super nice, man. They have like a
Well,
lot
San
of
Francisco airport's really nice too, but there's nothing to fucking do.
Yeah, no, there's like a ton of like the Rogue had like a little place there. They had like a bunch of different cars and with a bunch of craft beers from around the area. There's a Blue Star Donuts there.
Nice.
That sounds awesome. We just waited there because we got there early, just waiting for our flight. Just got a box of donuts. There was a Stumptown coffee. Got some coffee to go with our donuts.
I have been thinking about maybe flying to Vegas this weekend.
That sounds like a great idea.
Well, we're going to Vegas because a film that
Spoilers.
Are we spoilers? We're not gonna say this. A film that we were all in, and then another film that him and I did. Or was it a film that I did? Oh, yeah. We got a few films that are in a film festival.
Oh,
A trilogy per se.
Action on film.
trilogy.
Going to be in Vegas next weekend.
The weekend of the
That's
20th.
awesome, man. Congratulations,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thanks, man.
And so we're all flying out to do that shit. He's gonna fly. I'm probably gonna drive.
Probably gonna drive.
I just thinking about I don't know. I just don't trust my car, and I don't know. I was just like, I'm gonna see what the prices are. If they're like super cheap, then like fuck yeah, I'm gonna take flight. Yeah.
True.
But
You're gonna go to the Palomino, right?
We're gonna find a
Yeah, I guess so.
Palomino. We're gonna find the fucking Palomino, dude. I've only been to one strip club, and now you guys are convincing me that I want to go to more.
No.
I mean,
Okay, let me ask you this.
three.
I'm gonna
I
be so
only like
fucking-
one of them.
I'm gonna be so fucking busy. Like you guys do whatever.
Has anyone been to a strip club local that's been really good?
No.
No.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
That's a terrible idea.
Don't do that.
I've
No.
been
I
told
to be
I-
somewhere far away.
I hear good things about dames and games, but that's like a it's a
Sports bar.
sports bar,
Titties.
topless sports bar.
That's no fun.
Yeah, don't do that. But yeah, I mean, definitely check out Oregon if you ever have, if you want to go. And then great hiking too.
I gotta talk to my cousin about that because he's never mentioned shit about fucking strip clubs.
He's probably
Keeping that
scared.
secret to himself, bro.
He's scared. You're
He's
gonna
all secret squirrel
We're gonna
about
blast it out on the podcast.
Portland, strip clubs aside, Portland's just beautiful altogether.
Yeah, beautiful. I mean,
They've got
everyone
this
was
really
super
great
nice.
Asian garden that I went to.
I went to a Japanese garden.
The Japanese
It
garden.
was
really?
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had like this crazy. I mean, like it sounds like like something like an old person would do, but it was amazing.
Surprisingly fun, yeah.
Just super serene,
Yeah.
Like, like tons of like these little ponds with like these crazy koi fish. It was like one that looked like it was literally like made out of solid gold.
They speak English.
I was almost kicked out of the Japanese garden.
Why?
Because I had a few drinks before I went,
That's the best
and my brothers and I thought it would be funny to pose as if we were peeing in the water.
Oh shit!
And so I had a few people tap my shoulder to be like, "Excuse me, what are you doing?" It's like, "No, I'm posing for a picture. I promise it's gonna be hilarious on Facebook."
Nice.
You can go like it if you want.
Yeah, I promise you, my dick is still in my pants right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
That's
was
totally.
yeah.
That sucks.
So if you're gonna go to the Japanese garden, don't get crazy.
Don't pull your dick out.
Maybe just enjoy it the way
Maybe
it's
just
intended to be.
maybe just pee for real. Maybe they're offended that you didn't have your dick out.
That's true. It's Portland. It could have been the other way around.
Upon not good enough for you.
Excuse me, sir. Please take out your cap.
Japanese people live in France sometimes. French, Japanese. Good enough for you? It is not good enough for you. Stupid American.
Try my sushi.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
When I drink, all of my impressions blend together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
You've never heard of this, but I created a character called Joe Pacino.
Joe Pacino.
Okay.
You have a rare recording of
Oh,
it.
here it is.
Joe Pacino.
Like 2015,
Like
14.
Joe Pesci meets Al Pacino.
That was what the joke was, but that's what we named his impression.
Okay.
Because Joe. It's funny still. It's still hilarious.
Never gets old.
I just got
Every
so, it was
Christmas.
so drunk, and we had a Friendsmas kind of gathering thing, and I just got so drunk. Someone asked me to do an impression, and I guess he was in the kitchen recording me.
Nice.
Yeah. We got it on tape.
I know. It's
Forever and ever.
so awesome.
Joe Pacino. Anyway,
Anyway,
Dan.
that was my Oregon trip.
So let's hear about you, man.
Yeah, Dan, thank you for coming in.
You up to?
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
You do stand up?
I do stand up.
This is what Ryan does stand up.
That's so
Well, what a small world.
It's so weird. Everybody does this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone does it. Everyone does this stuff. I'd like to announce that Ricky C and I are doing a tour of stand-up. We're just going to start.
You guys should. I would watch a show if you guys like went into like.
I'm not good at just making up jokes on the spot though. Like I need like
No one does. No one
I
does
need that like
stand-up.
crutch and then I'm good. You know?
Maybe Robin Williams did once or twice.
Yeah, but that's what
even
he
then
sold
I'm
jokes on accident.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
No, what do you think I do every night? You think I just like go up with nothing prepared?
I can't go in a fucking. Just, I don't know. I don't wanna go
Ricky,
for-
don't pressure Ricky.
I still want to.
You're sweating already. You're sweating. He is not a live actor. He's not an in-person person.
I'm
He's
just
just
saying,
a
like,
radio person.
That's
That's
enough for Facebook Live.
Like if you guys did like a Cheech and Chong thing, I would watch it.
I'll be John, I guess.
That'd be dope.
No, you guys know that like what they did. That's not what I'm talking about. You dickhead.
John impersonators.
They did sketches on stage. I mean, they did a world tour. That's what they did. But before they had movies, before they had records, they just all they did was tour.
Yeah.
And do
Copy
sketches on
everything
stage.
word for word.
Anyway, do that then. Yeah.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
I've been doing it for 2.5 years now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
You sounded disappointed. Like, oh.
No.
Oh.
No, I was just like, I just like.
You wanna make sure you're not
No, it
as
just
much-
makes sense. That's why I haven't ran into you yet.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I've only been doing it about 4 years now.
Okay.
3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it just makes sense because we're both kind of fairly new. That's what
Yeah.
that's why I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
What got you into it?
This is gonna sound kind of sad, but someone was like, "You're never gonna make anything out of yourself. You're a bum. You're a waste of talent." And
It
then
was an old guy from New York.
it was an ex, and it was like, "I'm gonna prove you wrong."
It was actually Rocky's trainer.
It was Rocky's trainer.
You went out with that
It
guy?
was
Mick.
dated
Yeah.
briefly.
Mick was just like
horribly
Jealous.
Mick just yelled at him until he did something.
And he did.
And I'm actually going to be in the Burbank Comedy Festival.
There you go.
shit.
Coming
I
up.
didn't
so-
submit this year.
Yeah,
Because last year I didn't get in, and I submitted, and I was like, "Fuck you! I'm taking my $45 this year."
Just double middle finger.
I'm Randy.
Fuck you. I don't need you. I don't need your stupid stages.
That's awesome, man. You got in.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited. So I've got 3 shows going on there: the 15th, 16th, and 17th.
Right on.
And so
We're gonna get tickets.
Yeah,
Burbank
tickets. Burbank Comedy Festival. Yeah, I'll give you the dates. The 15th, I'm performing at in the headliner one that's going on at 11 p.m. It's a little bit of a late show. And the 16th, I'm performing at 7:30 p.m. In the Yoo-Hoo Room at Flappers. And then the Hilton Garden Inn on the 17th.
They're doing shows
like
there at
4
the
o'clock. Well, it's the Burbank Comedy Festival, so it's like spread out all across the city.
I didn't know they branched out that far.
They
Comic-Con for comedy.
yeah, that's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do.
Sure, only it's Burbank.
So, yeah.
Burbank. it's a Burbank Comic Con.
Literally, Burbank has that block, and that's it.
I see what you did there.
You get it? Comics.
Comics. Convention.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's okay.
Nobody did.
It's all right.
Provocative.
Cheech and Chong got it.
So where are you originally from? Did you grow up out here?
Houston, Texas.
Okay.
Shit.
And it's interesting because if you actually look at me, I look super white, but I grew up
Full
half
Mexican.
half Cuban.
Oh,
Cuban,
shit.
Cuban A or Cuban B?
Cuban? Yes, Cuban B. I like that. That's a good call.
That was the funniest joke Garrett's had all year.
Yeah, you guys.
Yep. Yeah.
It's the mug.
So yeah, that's basically what my set is, just talking about what it's like growing up half Cuban, but looking white. Looking white.
That
I'm
sounds
secret
great.
Hispanic.
How about growing up half white and looking Mexican?
There you go.
You guys should do the Cheech and Chong thing again.
Let's travel together. What's going on? Let's do this.
I always told him that he looks like a mixture of Seth Rogen and Chris Pratt, and sounds a little bit like Chris Parnell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I start to talk a little bit more, like it sounds a little more like Parnell, but when I go like really low, then people are like, oh, I can hear a little Rogen in there.
Yeah.
Seth, that is, not Joe.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very different Rogen.
Yeah, different Rogen.
Yeah,
should
you
do a
got
podcast.
Yeah. Anyone ever told you should be on podcast?
You want to be our fourth guy?
One time.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude. So,
Wait, so did you?
Sorry,
I'm good. Yeah, you.
So
So
just
did you?
one more, please.
Did you come out here to do stand up, or did you? I mean, how long ago did you move to LA?
Yeah.
I went to college in New York City.
College?
Got a thank you. Got a theater degree.
Where did that get you?
Congratulations.
Thank you. Clearly, it's doing a lot for me. And
Wait, you got that in Texas?
I got that in New York.
In New York.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
And then right after following college, I just did a bunch of small parts on TV shows. Like I was Hazel's boyfriend for an episode on Gossip Girl.
Sweet.
And
I don't know
so,
what it is.
Yeah. No one does. And so
Ricky watches Gossip Girl.
Yeah, it's great.
I thought, as soon as I move out to Los Angeles, as soon as I get off the plane, someone's just going to hand me a script and be like, "Congratulations, you're in this." Yeah. And so I realized you have to be very proactive out here, and so I started doing stand up.
So you were acting first. And then
I was acting first, and then I kind of did the whole.
Was stand-up something that you always wanted to do, or something that you just thought would be another outlet for you to get auditions?
It's interesting. It's something I have been doing for some time in secret, but never really took it seriously. When I was 3, growing up in Texas, my parents took me to the Houston Rodeo, and I guess Bill Cosby,
Yeah. We actually have a clip of Bill Cosby at the Houston Rodeo.
There we go.
Yeah, he's like,
It's always a good time when you're riding the bull, but make sure you're sleeping before you get on top of it.
Some sound advice, Bill Cosby. Sound advice.
Thank you, Bill Cosby.
So yeah, I saw him perform at the Houston Rodeo, and then went home and plagiarized his material.
Nice.
And stood at like the fireplace, and because it's like the closest thing to a stage.
Yeah.
And performed for my family, and they're like, "Oh Jesus, I guess this kid wants to do stand up." So I would just
Next Bill Cosby.
We're so proud.
I did plays, and then I started doing stand up. Yeah.
Nice. I honestly want to know what our parents felt when we were like, we want to be in, because we started in high school.
Yeah.
We were.
my dad was like,
gay. Oh shit! I was like, Dad, I want to. Can you help me? I'm going to be in a play. And he's like, oh.
my dad.
You don't want to do a football or something?
My dad. I remember like having the conversation with my dad. He was like, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?"
Like you're gay. You're actually gay.
No, I was actually gay.
I had this conversation with him.
I was just kidding. He was just, but like he thought like you know, he's like, what are you going to do when you get out of high school? You got to go to school. And I was like, what for? School. And I was like, what do I want to go to school for? And he was like, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, I want to be an actor. And he's like, and he went, yeah, how are you going to pay the bills?
Nice.
And that was what he told me. Yeah, and I was like, oh, I was like, so now what I do, I'm just like, fuck you, Dad.
All right.
That's my whole career is just based on fuck you, Dad, right now.
Kinda, yeah.
But you know what? Growing up in Texas and doing a lot of theater, I was like,
What are you, some sort of queer or something?
What's sure, like just hide under the guise of that, and then you have no idea like how many like boobs and shit like that you will actually get to see. It's pretty fantastic being like 1 out of 5 straight guys in the entire cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were all drama.
You know what's up.
Oh yeah.
We love the dressing room.
Yeah, there you go.
Just backstage wherever you get dressed.
No matter where.
In college, I did.
I'm like, I walk backstage. Your dick's out. Cool.
In college, I did 3 years of jazz, tap, and ballet, and that was if it wasn't for the breasts. I don't know if I would have made it through all those classes. Yeah, it made it worth it.
What do you like your more? I mean, you actually have boobies. A little bit of
Obviously.
You actually have like a little bit of success doing acting, you know, whereas I don't have any success doing any either. But like I mean, you know, you did commercials and shit.
Yeah.
And then decided to do stand up. You enjoy doing stand up more, but you also have stage training on other things.
I will say this, and I think that you'll probably agree with me on this. You'll probably empathize, and it is that when I do stand up, I feel like I'm in a lot more control of like my destiny. I don't have a middleman like a casting director or anybody to like and so it's just nothing but like you and your talent out there, and if you get asked back, it's because you earned it through all those laughs or whatever, or applause. And even with bringer shows, it's like not that hard. It's like you just bring these people, and then you're automatically getting stage time.
Yeah.
And if you continue to bring those people, even if you suck, you still. So and that's one way that you can continue to perpetuate and get better and better and better.
Right.
Versus acting, where it's just like, I hope they liked me.
Yeah.
Let me sit down for a few days and try not to think about how I did on that audition.
Yeah.
I find myself, you know what it is? You're absolutely right. But for me, it's always like you said, a lot of it's driven. A lot of my drive for doing stand up is it's both fear and jealousy.
There you go.
Like, it's like, fuck you, Dad. It very much is, where like I'm just like, I have to do these things because I have to prove everybody wrong. Like, but it gets me places.
Yeah, there you go.
And, it's been working. It's probably not healthy at all. But absolutely, yeah. Like, and then having to deal with other people, or with the people who are like the gatekeepers of where your next move is going to be. You're just like, well, fuck you. I'll just go do this other thing. I mean, in stand-up, you can do that.
You are your own.
Yeah, in acting, you can't.
Yeah.
Do it! Just do it!
Don't let your dreams just be dreams.
Don't let your dreams just be dreams. I mean, even Seth Rogen said that recently.
Really?
In an interview. He said,
just do it?
No.
Just do it. He also flipped out in front of a green screen.
His own video.
No, that his success was solely driven on jealousy and discomfort.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Jealousy of whom?
Everybody.
Everybody else. Why do they get it and I don't? Why can't I?
Why not me?
Yeah.
Why not me?
Why not me?
Why not me?
Cool.
Well,
Glad I'm not.
Cheers to that. Here we go.
it's a fucking.
Hey.
It's a grind.
It really is. I still get that though. Like I'll go watch somebody's set and then I get depressed.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I'll never. It's one or two things. I'll never be that good. Or why the fuck is that guy on stage like with a sold out show and not me?
You know what? It has to deal with two things. And when you look at, I have the same thing. And when I see other comedians, I'm gonna take, I'm gonna pick on Kevin Hart for just a moment. He is tremendously talented. He's tremendously talented.
I love him as a stand-up. I really do.
Yeah, but every single one of his shows, he has like one joke that slays the house, and then the rest of it is kind of like like a garnish, if you will, for that. And so he kind of gets by, having the same kinds of jokes.
I mean, now though, now. But back when he was like, because I have bad respect for him because of how hard he's worked to get where he is.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know
There's no doubt about that.
And like if you watch his early specials, I mean, the guy's slaying the entire time.
Yeah.
It's not like.
Yeah.
But I mean, now, when he's like at the fucking Madison Square Garden or something like.
sold out.
Yeah, sold out Madison Square Garden. Like, of course, there's only going to be one. I mean, as comics, like you watch it, you're only going to get one good bit. It's going to make you laugh.
There's no doubt that he's good and that he's funny, but he's always got. And nowadays, he has this one joke that just brings down the house, and the rest of it is, the kind of material that I would say I have, which is like, oh, that's a funny joke, and so. I've kind of done the same thing, is just kind of like I've got this one joke that kind of like, does the same thing. And so I try to look at what they've used for their success to try and emulate that. And so far, it's done pretty well for me. So, yeah.
It's one way to do it. I mean, that's another thing, too, is like I always get, I've gotten in heated arguments with other comics about ways to do things.
Yeah.
Because
I think it's different for everybody.
Absolutely. And that's what I say.
Yeah.
But I get, there's a lot of people
they think they have the
There's a lot of people who think they have the way.
Yeah.
And I say there's no wrong way to do it.
Yeah.
There isn't. There absolutely isn't. And I don't. And it's different for every person.
Yeah.
And I was gonna fist fight with some guy over it. Like,
Shit.
Yeah.
like it was after a show, and he was just like. He's like, how do you think you did tonight? Like, we got in a heated argument. He was like, how do you think you did tonight? And I was like, I was only doing like 10 minutes, dude. I'm like, I think I did all right.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, but you didn't slay it. You didn't kill it. I was like, yeah, I don't kill it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't kill it every fucking night. Like, I don't think I do that. I'm like, if I did, I'd be a fucking crazy person. You know, like, of course I didn't kill it tonight. I did solid. Like, I did fine.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, well, if you think that you have like a good 15 or 10 or whatever, he was like, you should be able to fucking just slay it every night. And I was like, yeah, but every night is different. That's not how it works. We got this huge argument about it.
I mean, yeah, you're right. There's, and I think that there is a lot that goes into it. If we are both like if we're both in the same lineup, and you bring you were able to get 16 people out because you're better at marketing than I am, and I've got like 2 people.
Absolutely.
That audience is you're gonna slay at that audience because those are your folks, those are your people.
Absolutely.
When Kevin Hart puts on, a show at Madison Square Garden or wherever, they're all fans of his, so they know what they're getting into. So he's gonna kill it, no doubt. I mean, he would kill it regardless because it's Kevin Hart, but.
sold out a football stadium.
Yeah, 35,000, something like that. Yeah.
I'm betting like those seats way in the back, super worth it, right?
Probably.
I will never see and that's the thing too. Is I've become so jaded being in the comedy scene too. Being in the comedy scene and I get in the comedy club for free.
Yeah.
And I just watched Joe Coy slay fucking 10 minutes.
That's what I didn't know you were gonna do that until you were already there. I was like, fuck, I would have gone with you. I love Joe Coy.
Wait,
Yeah.
when? When did it?
It's on Facebook. It showed that you were there.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what the shit?
And he slayed, dude.
Yeah.
I know. I love it.
And all he did was like a 10-minute set. He did like 10 minutes and fucking just murdered.
These guys have been in the game for some time. So you and I, collectively, we've got 6.5 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Where Joe Coy might have
Well, my point is I've become so jaded because I don't want to go. I don't want to. I'll go to a comedy club, watch a comic that I want to watch.
Yeah.
I'll dip in and out because I can do that. As a comic, you kind of get that little bit of freedom to show up at a comedy club, say, "Oh, I'm just here to support so and so. I'm a comic." Okay, they let you in.
Yeah.
And they just let you in, and then you can roam around. You roam around the fucking
good to
comedy.
fucking
Yeah. I'm a comic too now.
I'm a comic too.
What's up?
Well, the comedy store is a little more strict, but most clubs will let you if you just tell them you're a comic and you're here to support the headliner or the opener. Then they're like, okay, fine. And then you come in, and you just roam around, and you dip in and out, and that's what I'm saying. I become so jaded. So I'll never pay for a show.
Yeah.
I'll never pay for a show. I almost spent $100 for Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
But that was it.
Because that's
Dave
Dave
Chappelle.
yeah.
But I wouldn't. But anybody else, I probably wouldn't. There's no comic. Maybe Jim Jeffries, but. Even then, I could catch him at a club. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could find out when he's playing the improv, and I could just show up.
I would pay for Sebastian Maniscalco. I love him.
Really?
For him, he can do no wrong for me.
I don't like it.
Oh. I just think he's a lovable curmudgeon.
Dude,
by name, I don't know.
It's so funny you brought him up because they just clowned him on K-Rock like just last week because they were reading off this list of like top paid comedians this year. And he was like number 10.
Yeah, he's slaying.
And no one fucking knew who he was.
Oh, no, I like that guy.
Yeah, he's so funny. I love his TJ Maxx set. It's really good.
I can't. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Sebastian Maniscalco.
Man is Calco.
He's like a... Yeah, he's on Netflix and stuff.
He's got some cool stuff.
I thought it was funny. I laughed legitimately at his shit.
He sounds like somebody doing an impression of somebody.
Yeah, he's very weird and animated, but...
Yeah.
I think that's why I don't like him.
Yeah. He does a lot of act outs.
It's very subjective. I mean, it's subjective. I mean, my favorite comics are mostly storytellers, and this guy's very like animated and like kind of not very fake to me. You know,
another favorite of mine that I think almost everybody loves is Jim Gaffigan.
You know,
like Dane Cook.
That I mean, like Dane Cook is all right, you know, but like Jim Gaffigan
at the Improv the other night too.
Yeah. How's he doing these days?
Well, he was alive. He was good. You know, doing his Reiki thing in the corner. All right, some chick.
I miss him. Come back, Dane Cook. Yeah. Come back.
I was good luck Chuck.
He's a weird dude, man. He really keeps fucking himself like in the scene, like just by being weird, like by being himself. It's just kind of he had a great career because he did so well with like the internet.
Yeah.
And all, and all that stuff.
He was the hottest commodity in like
Back then,
2003, 2004.
And he screwed it all up because he let it get to his head.
And
That's
too bad.
And now he's just, he's starting to become humble because he's getting humbled because he's getting banned from different clubs for being such a shitty person.
Wow. Didn't even know that was possible.
Oh, yeah,
right? You meet so many shitty people, and you're like, oh, you should probably
still
be
in
banned.
the acting
Never
world,
come here again.
all these other worlds, there's those examples. Like a great example in like movies.
Pauly Shore.
No, not a good example.
Pauly Shore's parents owned the comedy scene.
Yeah.
He could never not go.
I've met Pauly a few times. He was pretty chill. He was pretty chill.
He's a nice guy. He's kind of like blanking the eyes.
Yeah.
By drugs.
I was going to say M. Night Shyamalan as a director who basically the same story, made a few fucking hits, thought he was big as shit, and then started making like really big stinkers. Then fucking went to
But it wasn't
director.
but it was like his art. I mean, stuff that he was trying to do that failed. It wasn't like he was treating people like shit.
True.
I heard that he was treating people like shit on set.
That's too bad.
I mean,
Dane Cook got banned from the Laugh Factory because he harassed a waitress.
Oh, shit.
She complained, and then the owner came up to him and he was like, "What the fuck are you gonna do? I own this place."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, you don't. Get the fuck out of here." He
Yeah.
banned him.
Wow.
He banned him forever. I mean, the guy. I mean, not forever, but he banned him. And the dude was selling out his shows every night at Laugh Factory. At the Laugh Factory. And you're not that big. Like you're not bigger than the safety of your employees. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
exactly.
So he's been banned from Laugh Factory. Yeah, so he's at the Improv and at the Comedy Store quite a bit too. But he's a weird dude. Like I've never heard a good story about this guy.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It's weird.
All right.
You know, going with M. Night, you know, I feel like he was kind of a victim of his own success. Not that it like went to his head or anything, but he was just so successful with his earlier films that he just had this really big like shoes to fill, you know, just really made it difficult for him to the point where it started to get really predictable. I really enjoyed The Village, but I saw
that was the last thing
I saw that movie high and drunk, and 10 minutes into the credits,
Oh,
it's
you
like Sigourney
enjoyed it.
Weaver is like in this film, and I was like, oh, I'll bet you this happens, and that's exactly what happened. I didn't spoil it because, you know, I'm sure some people out there might actually seen it.
Exactly. For me, I think it was a little bit of that, a little bit of him just kind of the same thing that happened to George Lucas. You
George Lopez?
George Lopez, where you just had so much success that no one's going to tell you no. So like, you spit out an idea.
No,
and
just
like,
surrounded by yes men.
that sounds like a good idea. I'm not.
Yeah.
And then
That's what I think the general problem is with a lot of these big comics that keep doing comedy.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy did it right by quitting when he ran out of things to complain about. Like he says that himself. Just people ask him why he didn't do stand-up anymore. I mean, Steve Martin. Yeah, he's just like my life became great. I have nothing to write jokes about because everything is so awesome.
Yeah.
And it's like that's a great way to think of it, and you get people like Amy Schumer. I mean, her last special was shit. So it's like and
I haven't seen it yet.
That was somebody. Yeah, that was somebody that I had a lot. I kind of defended her a lot in the early times.
I do like Amy Schumer
because I did like her. I respected her. I thought she was funny.
Then don't watch this if you want to keep that idea.
Yeah, dude.
I was in the same boat. I'm like, what are you doing?
It's bad. And then you get that step, you get that fucking huge spotlight, and then you're surrounded by people who tell you that everything's a good idea. That's what happens because when you're a comic, when you're hanging out at comedy clubs, people shit on you constantly. Your peers are constantly shitting on you, telling you what's a good idea and what's a bad idea. And then you get a hit movie, and then you're hanging out with a bunch of producers and managers and all this shit with a bunch of fucktards who have no idea what comedy is.
Well, in the case of like, I'll say, with Amy Schumer, I haven't seen her leather special. I hope it's good. I hope I disagree with you.
If you like it, all power to you. But as someone, we both liked her.
Yeah.
Put it this way: there's a theory which is very. I would say accurate that they changed the Netflix rating system to just because of her.
Yeah,
because her special only got 1 star.
Everyone wants star. I did too. I don't rate
Well, unless I don't a lot of trolls.
either super level or super.
For sure.
I rated it.
It was all trolls that went.
A lot of.
No, I liked her. I liked her.
I tried it.
I didn't laugh once.
I tried.
I'll just try maybe once.
I fucking Louis C.K.'s last special. I mean, a thumbs down. I didn't like it. Wasn't that good?
Thumbs down.
You have to adamantly piss me off for choosing to watch you, for me to do anything negative as far as a rating system.
Yeah.
And this was before they did the thumbs down.
Yeah.
I was like, Star Wars, this is horrible. Why are you doing this?
That's how bad it is. That a lot of people think that's why they changed the algorithm.
I agree.
For me, I feel like before I just judge something, I have to rewatch it again. And that's how I was with Rogue One. I went into Rogue One with extremely high expectations because everybody was talking about how amazing Rogue One is. And I'll admit, it was shot beautifully. I thought Rogue One, was a very well put together in terms of how it was shot. And I thought that the characters are so apathetic. And when I saw it the second time around, I kind of scrapped all the if I took away all the little things that I was nitpicking about, I really enjoyed it a lot more because I was like, okay, so the photography is still awesome. It's from a plot perspective, it's a cool idea, it's a cool plot, and it gives a lot of character to the Star Wars universe and how they get the Death Star plans and stuff. And I was
covers up a big plot hole.
Yeah, sometimes just like, oh, by the way, we got these plans.
Yeah,
full story.
Yeah, but
that was on purpose. I did that on purpose.
Exactly. Cover your tracks. But I feel like watching stuff a second time around. So maybe you'll find more that you like about Amy Schumer the second time around.
I really doubt it.
Fuck Amy Schumer.
I'm not joining fucking bandwagon here. It's like I go.
I would watch it again.
You guys remember how much I defended her?
No, we do.
Podcast.
We get it. And it's weird because you don't. Yeah. Like you don't. It's not often Ryan defends anyone.
Yeah.
He actually did.
No, but I thought she was, and then you start to see a bunch of stuff about her stealing jokes, and they're very fucking parallel, and you're like, oh man, I can't even say much about this anymore, and then you watch these specials, and it's like, this is garbage, it's hot garbage.
Hot Chinatown garbage.
Yeah.
Leather.
However,
wrapped in leather.
Joe Rogan's special, you guys watched Triggered? Netflix?
Yeah, I've seen
I haven't seen it.
So fucking good.
In fact, I actually try not to look at too many other comics like sets.
neither,
because that's kind of what happened supposedly with Robin Williams. Was he was just surrounded by so many other people's sets. He thinks so many. Yeah, and so he'll maybe unconsciously, like later down the road, he'll say a joke thinking that he created it when he saw it months ago. And
That's legitimate.
Legitimate. Yeah, but here's my thought is that like sometimes I get inspired by like watching watching other people's specials. Like I get that, I totally do. But I like watching my I do like watching my friends progress. I know there's other comics out there that won't even watch their friends.
Yeah.
They're like I don't want to influence. It's like well if you're that easily influenced like you can't fucking decipher the one joke that you wrote and your fucking buddy wrote. Like you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So when I watch, I'll watch a fucking like Jim Jeffries or special like that.
Jim Jeffries,
and it's like I get mostly inspired to write. I always just want to go write something else. Because like I remember most of the key points and if there's something that he didn't mention, then I'm gonna go write about that. You know what I mean?
What mesmerizes me the most when I see other people's sets isn't necessarily the jokes so much as it is like how electric these guys are.
Yeah.
Like when they're on fire, they're on fire, and they command that stage.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I feel like Kevin Hart does that a lot.
Absolutely.
Which is why he's like not just hot, he's like white hot right now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's my 2 cents. And going back to George Lucas, tying in
George
Star
Lucas.
Wars.
George Lucas.
I don't want to lose this thought. He was probably a victim as well of his own success and surrounded by a whole bunch of yes men. But when you look at the plots of the first 3, like episodes 1, 2, 3,
1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
They're not terrible plots.
They're not.
Jar Jar did screw up a lot, but you also have to realize George Lucas. I mean, I'm not a fan of Jar Jar by any means.
He was
but
supposed to
I'm
be
not
a
a Jar Jar
Sith Lord.
sympathizer.
He was supposed to be a Sith Lord.
Well, that wasn't confirmed.
Yeah,
Was
never
that confirmed?
Never. I thought
that was
never
No,
officially
come on,
confirmed.
dude. Who said that?
It's not official.
It's
not official.
Oh my God! Have you guys watched
It's that video, but it's a
we see the
theory.
theories, and theories can be dead on, but until George
that
Lucas
makes
himself
perfect
says
Disney
it.
never said anything.
Makes sense.
So
Wait, that was before Disney owned Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's still. I mean, it's not.
I will say this. If he said it,
George Lucas said Jar Jar needs to be in these shots because he's the key to all of this.
Right, but that's just audio recording. Then
Because
he's
it's the
indicated
catalyst.
I'm George Lucas. Jar Jar Binks is the key to everything.
Laser sword.
Jar Jar Binks is the key to everything.
Oh come on!
Okay, no, this is what I'm saying. Hold on. Just
I think we did.
Hold on.
Guys,
chill.
Don't you think that would have tied that whole storyline together so much better if like I mean
Makes sense, but it's in hindsight. Hindsight's 2020,
makes
bro.
way more sense. I mean, there's so many plot holes in other movies because they came out of those movies.
Hindsight's 2020. It could have been. It could have been.
I mean, the reason. All right, fine.
I just hear Jar Jar like Misa.
It makes perfect sense to me. That whole theory.
I mean, the theory is brilliant.
It is.
And I really think it would tie everything together.
And so part 3 was supposed to be, that big battle between what's his name, Count Dooku, and
Wait, part 3 was Palpatine.
Okay, so part 2
Anakin.
with Dooku and Yoda
Yeah.
was supposed to be a CGI fight with fucking Jar Jar Binks and Yoda. Because he was supposed to be that character that you find out was the one who overturned the fucking government.
Instead, he was just the naive senator that voted to get rid of democracy.
Yeah.
Guys,
But the guy, he was like in with the queen and all that stuff. Was supposed to be like a huge like.
It was also too political, I think. I think that was the problem.
I got really
It's
confused.
a badass concept.
Yeah.
You know, to like, let's explore the politics, not just the worlds themselves, but how these people are governed, how their ideologies and stuff. Like,
and then
I
how
would be
they
like green light, but you know, when
Execution.
yeah,
You can give them the best. Okay, imagine this and this and this. That's
That's
amazing.
amazing.
And you do it, and
it sounds it's just bullshit, and racist seeming stuff. I think what's selling out Jemima? What's going on?
I think that's what kind of fucked him was that like he exactly what you said. A lot of people there wasn't enough people going like George maybe not make him sound like a slave.
Like drop hints that he's actually intelligent at all, like a little bit.
But the more stupid he is, the less he's like C-3PO, and the kids are gonna love how silly he is.
True.
And so you kind of forget sometimes that Lucas is also looking out for himself because he owns all the merch rights.
Yeah.
So
The comparison was that he was going to be what Yoda was to Luke.
Yeah.
That he was going to be what
to Anakin.
To Anakin, yeah. Basically like a Sith Lord, but played stupid for these first couple years, and then finally, revealed himself.
Palpatine, the actor that played Palpatine, I still think he knocked that out of the park.
Oh, hell yeah.
He and Samuel L. Jackson were easily like the best
part.
part.
I want to see a Window movie, bro.
Yeah.
He's not confirmed dead.
He's not confirmed dead. Yeah, Samuel Jackson.
We can still see like a fucking prequel or something, like Mace Windu, fucking...
Yeah, like that Robert Downey Jr.
I'm a mushroom.
By the way, I cannot wait to see. Totally side note, I can't wait to see Hitman's Bodyguard. Anyone else looking forward to that?
That looks alright.
I think it looks hilarious. All right,
You're the one.
Let's do stories. Let's move on. We're gonna move on.
Before, where can they find you online? And anything else you want to plug real quick before we get into socials?
www.danpena.net. I've got the 48-hour film project coming up. We just filmed that, and it's going to be premiering August 20th at 7:30 p.m.
We didn't talk about why we were so lucky into missing that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. Do you want to? Yeah, we can still go. Okay. What happened with the 48-hour film project?
Oh my goodness. So the 48-hour film project, you've only got 48 hours to write, shoot, edit, and submit your movie.
Yeah.
And there was a little bit of a mutiny with some of the crew that I was in charge of. I directed it and produced it.
Oh, did you?
And wrote it and acted in it. And so I was wearing several hats, and I was stressed out because I've only got 48 hours. And then I've got some people that have nothing to do with that kind of creative aspect.
Yeah.
But do have creative aspects. Trying to manipulate the movie's plots. And so, and then they were like, "I'm just gonna walk away from this if I don't get my way." Wow. And so I'm stuck between appeasing some people because I know that if I appease them, we will actually have a product to turn in. And so that's what I ended up having to do at the cost of possibly losing respect for the rest of my crew. Luckily, everybody was a champ. Everybody pulled through. Everybody was great. But we drew drama as our genre.
Okay.
And it was ironically very dramatic behind the camera.
It should have been just a documentary.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
That would
Documentary about trying to do the 48-hour film project with just the specifications of the thing.
That would have been dope. That would have been dope.
Should have been it.
Should have been that. No, because then I would have been a mutiny person. I was like, no, wait, do this instead, Dan. My idea is better. And that's
Sharknado.
a lot of people don't understand. Like people go to film school. People do all this stuff. They wear these different hats, different types of things. Instead of finding where they should be and understanding how you stay there, I've worked on projects where it's like, no, do this instead.
Yeah.
No, one of the best directors I had was like, could you just don't tell him how to do his job.
Yeah.
You do your job.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. Sometimes you have to tell people, shut up, do your job.
Yeah.
Don't talk to this person about doing their job.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to do that. I didn't want anybody to just walk away. What ended up, just to catch you up, what basically happened was we had some crew members that were trying to get their hand on how the story was supposed to go, and it seemed a little bit out of bounds of their realm of responsibility. And so since we only had 48 hours and they're threatening to leave and they're an integral part of the production, I was stuck having to appease some people so that way we would still have something to be able to turn in. And I was very worried that I would lose the respect of my crew by appeasing somebody else. But luckily everybody was a champ and everybody pulled through and everybody was really great and professional. All those people who weren't trying to manipulate the script.
Yeah,
so.
of course.
Mm-hmm.
That's
so weird.
Sucks.
It was strange. It was strange. You know?
I feel like that happening, especially like the indie film world.
Yeah.
I feel like that should happen.
Because everyone has a better idea. That's the thing.
Right.
Yeah. It was very strange, mostly because it's like if this was something with a little bit more of a budget, I'd be like, oh, okay, someone wants to put their stamp on this.
Yeah.
But like for something that's such a small scale, it just kind of caught me off guard. So this is a very fun and interesting lesson in the TV show.
You had 8 directors on your crew.
It kind of became that, yeah. So. But sorry, we've got stories. We digress.
Oh, yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, definitely check out Dan Pena at danpena.net. Boom, check out all his stuff. Really cool guy. I know I didn't tell this to you beforehand, but on our stories, fucking jump in anytime you want to say anything.
Will do.
Fuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Welcome. So what's up, everybody? This is Ricky. Microsoft, Nintendo, PlayStation. It's actually a really big thing going on now for video games called E3. Announcing a new hardware system. Goodbye.
All right. Let's get into some hacky news. It's been a while since I brought on one of these stories before.
Oh, God, that's the hacky shit.
Bringing it back.
What?
Our favorite network, HBO, from our beloved Game of Thrones, just got hacked to shit. So this was about, I believe, last week. Apparently, HBO got hacked. It was a breaking story at the beginning, but nobody really knew how. You know, it was.
I heard Game of Thrones things got leaked.
It was a breaking. No, so it was a breaking story. There's hardly any information, but what they knew was that there's over about 1 terabyte of data that got leaked.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's at least
if you want to compare that to the biggest Sony hack, which is only about 25 gigabytes of data, it is about 3 times bigger than that. So this is huge.
There's no talk about making that. It might be 2020 on Jump Street.
No, there's no talks yet.
Do you think that it could be something that HBO has like done themselves? You know, like just to try and garner even more attention.
No.
This is legitimate.
This is way too much.
I might put warrant in that if they were doing poorly, but they're fucking killing it.
No way. There's no reason.
Game of Thrones alone is their number one.
Yeah,
shit.
there's no reason.
Fine.
Everything else is great. Here's what happened that kind of led to this. HBO was mad that a lot of people are streaming Game of Thrones and downloading it via torrent. And they decided, and they decided that they didn't want to. Hey, bro, I pay for HBO. I watch it legitly.
I don't want to.
I use my girlfriend's father's account.
Yeah. What's the difference between that and what I do?
There's no difference. There's no difference. But HBO wants to think there's a difference, so they decided to wage a war on piracy, saying that they're going to start cracking down on that.
Oh,
good for them.
And
I mean, yeah.
everyone got mad, and they got hacked.
So,
that's what happened. They were like war on the hackers.
Exactly.
You really want to try and do that? Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, so
This is hacking. This is the fucking furious hacking that you do.
So HBO fucked up. So far, there's been about a couple episodes. Nothing about Game of Thrones. There was a small leak that happened, but that was an India, I guess.
Independent thing?
There's an India channel that airs Game of Thrones that accidentally leaked it a little early. That was not part of this hack. What is part of this hack, though, is so far has been about, there's been, let's see, it says here that a recent security breach that led to the personal phone numbers and email addresses of some Game of Thrones actors leaking online.
What? Fucking Emily Clark, bro?
Yep.
Find that shit right there.
Also about 2 unreleased episodes. Two episodes unreleased of the episodes of Ballers and Room 104.
Especially how obsessed you fucks are.
So far, there's only been about 3.4 gigabytes.
Really fucking good.
Only so far, there's only 3.4 gigabytes that has been leaked online from the 1.5 terabytes.
Jeez.
So very little.
Crazy.
Yeah, they got a lot.
Yes.
They're just looking through
All
of Khaleesi's pics.
There's a lot of so not necessarily the episodes themselves, but a lot of the scripts for Game of Thrones have been coming out. And now,
Like 2 episodes left. I don't watch Game of Thrones.
I just want to text the actors. Be like, Amelia Clark.
yeah,
sup.
it says container.
Sup.
So far, contained within the leaks. The leaked data are draft scripts for the 5 Game of Thrones episodes and technical documents detailing HBO's internal network and the administrator passwords. It says the
1, 2, 3.
There's 1, 5.
You beat me to it. You beat me to it.
There's one document that includes a list of personal phone numbers, home addresses, and email addresses for all of the season 7 Game of Thrones actors, including Peter Dinklage, Lena Headey, and Amelia Clark.
Oh my god.
A month's worth of emails from HBO's Vice President from Film Programming, Leslie Cohen, is also part of the latest leak, alongside a large number of confidential documents. So there's only going to be a lot more. Jesus Christ.
What are you doing?
You get this man another beer.
I was just looking at the fact that there's no beer in it.
And then he threw his cup, knocked down a can onto me, and then I threw it back and hit his can. Threw it on his thing. All right, stop. Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, this is just the beginning. There's only going to be more
This
stuff.
is just like the fucking Sony hack. Except the Sony hack, we saw that Sony was just a bunch of idiots.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is further influence.
There's no saying that.
We have an inside man here.
Different.
We have an inside man here that knows that everyone hates their life.
Yo, Rico.
They're totally a bunch of idiots.
No, they're a bunch of idiots, and they're getting ready to sell. There's rumor that Disney might actually buy Sony.
They should.
That's a rumor, but
should.
that
would be a fun merger.
They're prodding out for fucking.
I really doubt it.
Dude, because Sony has fucking Peter Rabbit, so they have nothing to worry about.
Damn, it's all about Peter Rabbit.
No, but if you see what they have their hands in, like right now, like they have, I mean, they're still making big bucks on first of all their music labels.
No, we're talking about just their film.
Just the film.
They've got Adam Sandler and Seth Rogen over there.
That's true, too. Exactly.
Those are big money.
And they have their own. They have their own offices, and these guys have contracts with Sony Pictures.
Yeah,
they're going to be making these movies for these guys. So it's like, you know, they got. I mean, they got to get in the hole with these guys.
But you know, it's Disney. Maybe they could bail out Ghostbusters.
Disney? Yeah, that's actually no lie. What I thought personally.
Yeah.
I would really be interested in a Disney Ghostbusters.
Yeah, but I'm sick and tired of Disney.
Disney has Marvel. Disney has Lucasfilm. Disney has Pixar.
They kind of own us.
Disney.
They do own us.
They have my wallet.
They own your soul.
I don't know if I want them to own everything. You know?
No, I don't. But I want Sony to stop making shitty movies.
Ghostbusters land.
Dude, I would love a Ghostbusters ride. I swear that would be better than any Indiana Jones thing that I've ever been on.
Better than
I could picture a Ghostbusters ride. That'd be so cool.
I'm already on there. I'm already like thinking about it, and it's just blaring the song.
It's like the Buzz Blasters, but instead you got a proton pack.
What? You're just
Catching ghosts.
You just flew
Disney, give me that money. Give me that Ghostbuster money.
First, buy
Sony,
so
sick.
then buy us.
Fuck.
Yeah, and then you gotta shoot the Stay Puft Marshmallow.
If that comes out within a couple of years, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm gonna sue somebody.
But like that would be dope. That would be dope.
Oh my god.
So anyways, HBO.
Next episode. This episode of Humpcast is brought to you by Disney.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
Our Lord and Master.
Speaking of Disney, let's get to my next story.
Oh yeah,
Wait, you got me a beer before you?
Yeah, what do you want? You got
Whatever
shoots
beer.
or
Whatever you want.
What's
Whatever you want to spread out, bro.
What's the shoot one?
But you know what? I'm such a huge Game of Thrones fan that I don't even with all this personal information like published online. I don't even think I would bother any of the actors.
No, not
You're gonna call Amelia?
Yeah, just out of respect.
But that's because you're a normal thinking human being.
That's true.
There are many
I
people
like
that are. But no, I'm right there with you. I don't care. Like whenever there's leaks about something that I want to watch.
Oh, except for fucking what was it?
Infinity War?
No, the Nudes Gate. Well,
Okay,
all the folders.
That was Jason.
Oh,
That was our fourth member. Yeah.
Don't associate me with it.
Oh, the
Fuck you, like you didn't go get them all after that.
Like you didn't either?
I looked at like two.
the two that count.
Yeah. No, I don't read scripts that leak because I want to see it.
Yeah,
100%.
I don't.
Even the shitty video that they had the last Game of Thrones episode.
Yeah, I didn't watch. I didn't go
Sunday.
I was like, no, I want to see it.
Yeah, I saw it for real. So fuck that.
First of all, it's so beautiful. The fucking dragon.
Yeah.
It was an amazing episode.
Well, should we spoil anything, or do we?
There's a dragon in Game of Thrones, guys.
There's a dragon in the Dragon Show.
There's a dragon in the Dragon Show.
Wait a minute. What? There's a dragon in this show?
Yeah.
Clutch my pearl.
We are not saying what's happening. I'm saying you get. Like I think every episode so far has had a dragon.
It was, it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
But the close-up of a dragon. Spoiler, you get a close-up of a dragon.
I read somewhere that in any dragon episode, normally they have about 11 shots of the dragon.
Yeah.
And in this recent episode, they did 80.
Yeah.
And it cost so much money they had to cut the show 10 minutes shorter to be on budget.
No wonder why they feel a little shorter.
No, I knew it was going to be shorter, but I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
Because it was so good.
Yeah.
Everything that happened.
The craziest thing
watching on
was
edge.
is that director, it was his first time directing a Game of Thrones episode.
First time directing anything.
And not only that,
Something tells me he's coming back, right?
His regular gig, it's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Really?
That's his regular directing gig.
I thought I saw Frank in that fight scene.
Yeah, he was
Trying to
right there.
offer up an egg.
He was next to Peter Dinklage. It was just them two like pushing each other.
Yep.
With the rum can.
was the director. I guess
He's mostly the writer.
The first season was probably the director.
Yeah, but the director for that, it was his first time doing a Game of Thrones episode.
Nailed it.
One of the greatest
Nailed
ones.
it.
This might be one of my favorite, if not my favorite
Yeah,
episodes.
it was amazing.
I still like Battle of the Bastards. That one's
Okay.
still one of my favorites, like of all time. Because
Battle of the Bastards sounds like a War album.
yeah,
You gotta watch
They
that.
should.
and it is.
Honestly, like this is one of those things that like I get it that you don't like everything that we like. You would love this.
Yeah,
I know I would. Look, I'm not saying I've said this time and time again.
I'll give you all like 6 seasons.
If
though.
you have them, I'll take them. I mean,
has everybody seen the? You've all three seen the latest episode, right?
No, he doesn't watch it.
watch it.
He just
Watch
us
it.
too.
yeah.
So
we've seen
when you were watching it, were you just thinking,
Yeah.
Nice.
For sure.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That's good. Also, I'm the only one that's ever played Warcraft or understands that joke.
yeah?
I know.
understand it?
I'm on the internet.
Oh, he's on the internet.
I played it for 20 minutes, but I know the joke. I've seen the.
I've
I
played
feel like you
it.
don't need to play
Played
with
it since it started.
I don't get it. I don't get that joke.
Anyway.
Can we have a sound drop?
This is right.
Boom, 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 boom.
I don't understand that joke.
I think we had that at some point. I don't know what that sound went. Where is it? Not that one. No, one more.
Where is
You've had it. I swear to God, you've had it. I've
I
heard it on
gotta
this
find
episode.
it. I'll find it.
I don't
Anyway, my next story. There's a lawsuit that claims Disney spied on your kids playing mobile games
No!
and then sold that info to advertisers.
But who cares?
Wait,
Who cares about children, right?
Hold on, this kid likes. Wait a minute. This kid likes to eat his boogers.
Speaking of kids, didn't you just have a fucking niece?
Yes.
Nephew?
Oh, yeah. Her yesterday.
Congratulations.
What are you hoping with that?
Ricky doesn't want to tell us shit about his life.
I'm an uncle now, you guys.
Oh my God, you piece of shit.
We have fucking Theo Ricky right here for the first time
I didn't know you
ever.
guys were interested at all.
Of course, in your life.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's cool.
How big? Come on, dude.
You want the size of the baby?
Yeah. Tell us everything.
It's like almost like 9 pounds. It's a ginormous baby.
Okay.
That's a huge baby.
If you know my brother-in-law, I mean, he's a
Huge guy.
He's a ginormous person.
7 foot Viking is huge.
Yeah.
This is how he impregnated your sister. He just fucking slopped it. It's like I was gonna knock it into it.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. There's a lot of stuff.
It would have been good if I knocked everything over, but it would have been even worse.
say that. Go back. All right. He's a big guy.
Anyway, yeah, so they had a ginormous baby. It doesn't even look like a fucking newborn, which is crazy. I saw my sister's
got long legs.
It's already got a license.
There's a mustache.
Yeah, she's got a full PhD already.
Nice.
Smarter than you already.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. Uncle.
What's her name?
Sophia.
That's great. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Do you feel like you have to?
No props to me at all. I mean, I didn't do anything.
But you're from Theo. No, you're the best job. But you're the Theo.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Welcome to Theo life.
Thanks.
Do you feel like you have got more responsibilities now as like an uncle?
No.
Theo life, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna high five you.
You can
because
have fun.
That's dope.
You don't have to do anything but just show them what not to be like.
Yeah.
Don't be like me.
And then if she poops or she starts crying, you're like, hey, there's your baby.
Yeah.
This is what you made. We had fun. We were watching fucking.
It's like a human
Yoga
library.
Gabba.
Yeah. She was just like 10 hours ago.
I have two nieces now. Well, technically three, I guess. But
Three?
yeah, because Vicky's sister had one.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about her.
And she likes me and then doesn't like me some days. And then, but my brother. But my
Depends on the day.
It really does. It really does. But my brother had Mila.
Yes.
And she hated me for so long. For so long, she's like
the scary face.
I didn't even fucking look at her. She would cry. She'd cry. No matter what. Like now she's walking. She's just kind of looking around and everything. Yeah, I can carry her and take her around and show her things, and like she's just cool.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, like it's
It
so
worked
new.
out in the end.
Yeah, it's something that hasn't really hit me yet. Like, she, you know, like
she just talked to me.
Have you held her?
No, not yet. When I went to visit my sister, she was still in the hospital. She just gave birth about on Monday.
Oh, dude. I went
super newborn.
No, when Julian had my brother had his baby Mila, the one that hates me. But when I just stumbled into the fucking room because I was like I was there. No, I was there the night. Hey, what's up, baby? You got a baby. I was there the night before.
I put on for no reason.
I was there the night before until like Mila, we gotta do something until like 4 a.m. And then they were like she's back asleep, she's sleeping again. You know, his fiance. And I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna go home. So I went home, slept for like 2 fucking hours. And then they called me. She had the baby!
Boo.
So I went back, and I walked into the hospital on a different side than where the rest of my family was. I don't know how the fuck I got lost. You guys know me, I got lost. So I got lost, and like, what is this?
Is that like a different baby? You were in the infirmary?
Yeah, next thing I know, I'm in the fucking maternity ward. And I'm like, I'm looking for Diaz. They bring me in. They walk into the room. They're like, "What the fuck are you doing in here?" And Joan's holding her. Here you go. You're the first one to fucking hold her.
Oh shit! Like, doctor, she just came out. You gotta deliver it.
All the doctors got knocked out.
It's only to you, Rico.
Dr. Rico.
That's not fair. That's not fair because I'm a little fucking bitter that he actually made Rico his friend, her godfather.
Instead of sword.
Anyways,
Would you really want to be a godfather, though? Like, and for what it actually applies to?
I'd be Nino.
I would. You'd be Nino. Yeah, I get it.
Being a godfather would be pretty cool because it's you've got even
if he dies, I become her guardian.
Yeah,
No, I would get
You give her an offer that she can't refuse.
What?
That's just kind of an honorable thing as like Hispanic, you know.
I know, but the only part of you is Hispanic. Rico.
I didn't get married in a church.
I didn't have Nino, okay?
And I can only be a godfather if like you're married in a church. Like that's like the thing.
No, that's confirmed. You can baptize him.
Well, I guess you can't be a godfather.
This guy is
I can't be a godfather because I wasn't married in a church. So.
Oh, really?
Really? Interesting.
I didn't know that.
Is that another thing?
There's so many. It's
I don't know.
I didn't know that. Are you Catholic or Christian?
I grew up Catholic. I am now just a regular human being.
This guy grew up Catholic, fully confirmed, fully everything, and he's the most satanic person I've ever met.
Good.
Probably. Yeah. I'm like I don't know. It's like Whatever. We'll get that. That's a whole podcast.
The whole can of worms.
But no, congratulations, dude.
That's great news.
I feel like that's great news because like now we can all have babies and
That aren't orange. That's the best part.
You can make them fight like Mexican cockfighting, you know? Like deck them out with armor.
Only my niece is gonna fuck all you guys.
Well, yours is the oldest.
Yeah, here's the oldest. That's why.
Baby
I have a six-month-old niece. How old is Mila?
Mila's one.
Full one. You just got one.
Just a day old.
Yeah, stay old.
I've got a dog. I've got a little terrier.
And then my sister had hers too. Fucking Vera. She's 4 months.
Oh, okay. I don't even think I've seen that baby yet.
It looks exactly like Michael and Kai.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not a bad looking. Kai's not like bad looking.
No, they're cute. They're cute as fuck. God.
Anyway, speaking of kids,
Kids in Disney.
if you've been playing any Disney mobile games, good chance your kid's been spied on.
Can you elaborate? What reason would they have to spy on these kids? And like, do kids even have information? It's mainly the parents that pay the bills, right?
Here's my secret. I made poopy.
The class action lawsuit.
Oh, Desmond made poopy.
Let's talk about this. The class action lawsuit claims that the children playing Disney's mobile games have been personally identified by Disney and that their data was scooped up for the purpose of future commercial exploitation. The complaint, naming as plaintiff whoever the fuck, was just filed this last Thursday. Ad tech companies Upsite, Unity, and Kokava were also accused in the complaint as being responsible for embedding software in Disney games, including Disney's Princess Palace Pets, aimed at tracking, collecting, and exporting children's personal information. That data, the lawsuit alleges, is being sold to third-party companies for the purpose of tracking individual children's behavior across multiple apps and devices.
Wow.
Sorry, my shit. Garrett just saw everything just crash.
Your computer just exploded?
I've never seen anything just crumble. Like it's crumbling on his screen. It just crumbled to nothing.
It's hot. It's really very hot.
It's hot as shit in here.
Oh no, yours is way hotter.
Yeah.
Yeah, beer cooled it down.
I read that in the beer magazine.
That whole story seems like a witch hunt. You know, kind of like how they're like, oh, there's razor blades in the Halloween candy. You know, but like there never ever really were.
There might be a.
You want to know how these scores?
Yeah, the thing when it comes to the internet is that for most people who don't know, there's a thing called COPA, and that's the
Coco.
it's called the Children's
We'll talk about it later.
the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act.
Okay.
So anybody below 13, you have some very, very strict standards of what your website can be if you're housing any user who's under 13 years of age.
But if you're 14,
If you're 14, all bets are off. Pornhub, all the way. Yeah, so anything like that, you really have to stick to these standards, right? So anything you venture out of those very strict standards, and like Disney probably did, they've been sued for this before.
really?
Yes. It says here that the let's see. It says I forgot what year it is, but Disney has been sued for this before, and they lost. So
Come
once
on,
again,
Disney, get your shit
same
together.
shit.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, it says Disney failed to obtain verifiable parental consent. They never knew that the complaint says that Disney collected or disclosed or used her children's information because Disney and its ad tech partners did not provide any of the required disclosures and furthermore never sought verifiable parental consent. So they never basically asked, like, oh, make sure your parent gives you, the right to access this website or whatever.
What website? So
There's mostly games.
So they're playing games on their
any
tablets.
Yeah, they named a game specifically, whatever the fuck.
And
it
they
is.
never sent out the fucking like lying ass.
They never. Yeah, exactly. There's never the terms of
agreement
agreement that said, get your parents' permission before you access this.
What's the game again? So the listeners know.
It was
Pussy Princess.
Disney's Princess Palace Pets.
Yeah. Close enough.
Yeah.
There you go.
That sounds really. I mean, they have the alliteration like a porno.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Fuck my big titted pussy.
Pets. Fucking bestiality in there. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. Jesus.
All right, and that's my last story.
All right, Gary.
I may have some news for you. Go ahead. This just broke out. You still make us a little tingly fans. I read somewhere that periods attract bears.
What's up, everybody? Did anyone go to the movie theaters at all this weekend?
No, but this is why I was actually going to. We'll talk later about it. But apparently, AT&T is doing. You guys know how you guys had T-Mobile Tuesdays?
Yeah.
AT&T is doing movie ticket Tuesdays.
What? That's better because we get movie tickets, but not all the time.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, it's guaranteed movie tickets for two
great.
people.
That's
For
great.
two people for one person.
What? Oh, wait, no, I know about that. 2 for 1 team AT&T. Then they have like
T-Mobile?
No, AT&T. They have like commercials for that. But
Yeah.
I didn't have AT&T, so I didn't pay attention.
I looked it up. Yeah. So I have
AT&T,
AT&T. I get 2 tickets to the
great.
movies on
On
Tuesdays. So next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, I wanted to say since we canceled Humpcast Live, we should record on Monday so that I can go to the movies. But anyway, go ahead.
That was that one up too?
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Okay, cool.
No, that's not why we canceled, but it's canceled. So.
Canceled. Yes. All right. So actually, if you're listening right now and you haven't heard, we deleted some of the stuff so you didn't go, but we aren't doing Humpcast Live next Tuesday due to scheduling conflicts. Due to stuff like that, we can't make it that night, unfortunately. But we are going to be doing some other stuff in the future, so stay tuned. You can
Saturday.
Humpcast.com.
Saturday, South Money, La
Cueva. That's Ryan's going to be there.
You're not going to be there?
What is?
Comedy.
We'll talk about this.
We'll talk about it later. I don't know. Yeah, I'll be there too.
We're all there.
So no one went to see the movies. I did not. The only things that came out were 2 things that I wasn't too excited about. The first one,
Boss Baby 5.
Boss Baby. I swear to God, dude, Boss Baby, and then they had the Boss Baby driver. It's crazy. No. So you had 2 movies that came out in wide release. Kidnap, which was what?
I don't think anyone saw that.
No one saw that. Well, actually, a few people did. Surprisingly,
Who's
3?
Thank you for that.
No problem. It was like a $7 million film with Halle Berry.
Oh, that's
She does a kidnapping movie.
I saw that
poster
for that on the bus.
What is it with Halle Berry
and kidnapping movies?
No, just doing these shit fuck movies, dude. Like,
She got a Best Actress award. She's like, oh, whatever.
Catwoman, we're not going to talk about that.
Dude,
That's a great movie.
Catwoman is
That basketball scene? Come on.
But have you seen that? Have you seen that?
I never saw Catwoman because it looked
God,
awesome.
dude.
It does,
Especially when you're in theaters.
You gonna hook it up? I think I have. Oh shit, mine's in the car.
Do it.
You have it? Oh, you have it. Okay, he'll bring it up. Jesus Christ, dude. We should make a we should make a video of like commentary on that movie.
We could do commentary videos.
Yeah, we should.
You want to know what would be dope is watching it with riff tracks.
Yeah.
If you guys are familiar with riff tracks.
What's riff tracks?
Riff tracks is
No, we know what riff tracks are, but for the listeners, tell us.
for the listeners out there, the guys that do MST3K, they
I know what MS3
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Got it.
Okay. They'll watch movies that they don't have the license to show on MST3K, and then they'll record their voices and have you download that, and then you play that at a certain point in the movie, and it syncs up. So it's like that's how they can get around like the copy.
We're all going to watch this really good clip of Catwoman.
We can just get drunk.
This is a scene in the movie from Catwoman starring Halle Berry.
And you should check out the honest trailer for this too, because there's a lot of really good stuff about that.
They want to play basketball. Here we go.
Play. She got the basketball. Oh, it's like a toy. Oh, it's like a cat toy. Oh God, look at all those. Parkour. She just did a weird thing.
off the
She
wall.
did the superhero landing.
Yeah, but
Did a Spider-Man landing.
Yeah.
but not really an impressive flip. I thought she was gonna do a flip.
Oh, the jackets are coming off.
Oh, shit. By the way, this guy's a cop. And she's the jewel thief that he's looking for.
Spoiler.
Spoiler, yeah. Look at these camera angles.
Damn, so many jump cuts. Jump cut.
I bet you this took an entire day to shoot.
I'm sure it did.
This garbage.
Are those fucking kids? And every second you get 2 jump cuts. And
There we go.
Not really any impressive moves.
Oh, you have the ball now? Oh.
Nothing's happening. Nope.
It just
A lot of dribbling and jump cutting to make it look like it might be more of a thing.
What the fuck?
She has supervision.
fucking Space Jammed it.
She literally did.
And then Space Jammed on this guy's dick.
While you guys
You guys stop fucking on the court.
Remember that time the adults showed up and took our ball?
We're all 7?
Yeah, go ahead and check out everything.
What happened?
Everything wrong with Cat.
What was that scene?
Yeah,
Nobody knows.
She's such a beautiful,
Nobody
very talented actress.
That
That movie is
That movie is all that basketball scene.
terrible, dude.
Like,
Like,
it's horrible.
probably honestly, I'll say this right now, hands down, the worst movie I've ever seen.
Oh, shit.
I've never seen the entire thing.
I watched the entire thing.
I stopped watching.
The worst movie I've ever seen.
Worst movie I've ever seen was probably the Nicolas Cage one. It's Ghost Rider.
That's all you gotta say is the Nicolas
The
Cage.
Nicolas Cage one. All of
okay,
them.
that makes sense.
All of them.
Any of the Nicolas Cage
Kick-Ass
ones.
is pretty good. He's got some good
That's true.
ones.
No, he was great.
But
Yeah,
Ghost Rider
that's-
was terrible.
It's so weird. There's certain actors and certain people who have so amazing things.
Yeah.
And there's really bad things.
No,
But yeah,
I like Nick Cage in a lot of things, and I am so glad he was never Superman.
Oh,
I'm so glad he was
God.
never Superman.
You never knew. I thought you were going to also say The Room. I did not hit her. I did not.
That's better. That's more entertaining to me than Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Dude, so it's like,
Hi, Mark.
Oh, hi.
hi, Mark. How dare you after we talked about this movie, I never even heard of this.
Yeah.
Of The Room.
Yeah, and then I went back and I watched. It was like a 20-minute video of just all the best scenes.
Well, you know, James Franco is making the making of.
That's what we were talking about.
We brought that up on the
So
show.
we talked about that. I was like,
That's
I
exciting.
never even heard of this.
Yeah.
We should have played those scenes on here on that same episode.
That would have made more sense. I didn't know you guys didn't know about
I
it.
had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no
I've seen
idea.
The Room.
Yeah.
I haven't seen.
Bro, look up
the
my
last.
Just look up The Room on YouTube, and it'll tell you, like, it'll show you the best.
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, it's just the best.
I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Even
Makes
just
no sense.
that slight teaser trailer. It wasn't even a trailer. It
Yeah.
was literally a bunch of takes of one scene, and it just showed you the essence of that movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's so fucking awesome. I love it. I can't wait.
But
I cannot wait.
it's weird because Tommy Wiseau, yeah, he was actually the director of that, and I think
Yeah.
Seth Rogen plays the director in the movie. So it's kind of like, oh,
He might be a different character that might have different parts of it.
I thought they Hollywooded it like, you know, we really want Seth to be on this project.
It could also be.
Probably.
I mean, he could do no wrong.
If you saw,
Could be. I mean, it could be AE because
Yeah.
I mean, since Tommy Wiseau's on screen.
Yeah.
if you saw This Is the End, you know that James Franco just truly loves Seth Rogen.
Oh, who doesn't?
Fucking
Freaks for life, bro.
Yeah, just put him in everything. Which actually, you know what's funny? I just recently saw that Seth Rogen and Jay Baruchel did a short that was the actual inspiration for This Is the End. It's from like 2007 or earlier, I think. And it was just them locked in a house with an apocalypse going on outside. I'm like, this is exactly what it was of This Is the End.
I like shit like that because like us as friends and you know friends of other filmmakers and stuff like. You hope that one day everybody else has a career and they want to bring you all back for like that one thing.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Like imagine if like Puppet or Tender or It's Lurking turned into a full-length movie.
Even Steve's thing, man.
Or yeah, even Steve's thing. Under
Under
control.
control, man. I feel like that's like going to be a thing. I really do.
No, it's great. It has
so
potential.
much potential.
Put a few million more dollars behind it, and people.
Our
Yeah.
friend has this brilliant fucking idea for a TV show. We shot the pilot for it. That he just put together as his final project.
Sorry, Seth Rogen plays the script supervisor.
Okay.
So yeah,
I feel better now.
Yeah.
I feel better.
James Franco
My life
is
makes
Tommy
sense.
Wiseau as the writer, the director, and the producer.
Yeah.
So it is has
There was a line in the trailer where he basically said something different in dialogue. He's like, no, that's not the line. Do you want to change the line or what? He's like, I hit her. Oh, do you want to change the line? Yeah. I hit her. All right, no, but let's get back to this then. All right, sorry. The Dark Tower is fucking. I know. This is how the podcast goes. We go on tangents. That's a fun.
The Dark Tower
Tanked?
tanked?
Huh?
Did you say the Dark Tower tanked?
Dark Tower did not do well.
This poor guy, man.
I've got high hopes for
Idris
it.
Elba.
Idris Elba. He's
It's
such a great
so
actor.
good,
Yeah.
but
He's such a great actor.
he's not in anything good except for Thor. Like I mean, not good. I'm saying box office.
We're talking about Idris Elba?
Idris Elba,
Yeah.
Who was the detective in the Flash TV show?
No one knows.
he's the guy from Rent.
The black dude.
Yeah, he's from Rent. I don't remember his name.
Oh,
I kind of confused these two
something Thai.
because they kind of look a lot.
He used to date Idina Menzel. Was that right?
Yeah, give me a second.
That makes sense. Probably. Anyway, don't worry about that. I just thought maybe they might be the same person. Because I always confuse the two.
Nope.
Yeah, got it.
They kind of look the same. Fuck you, Ricky.
Jesse Martin.
I'm not like Garrett. I thought everybody looked like Dave Chappelle in that one movie.
Okay, first of all, he did look like Dave Chappelle. And I'm not going to get into this with you, but this guy does not look like Idris Elba. But yeah, so Jesse Martin, that's not Idris Elba. Idris Elba is in The Dark Tower, which is a really bad adaptation of a number of Stephen King. Sorry, brain fart. Shamalama Ding Dong. Stephen King novels. Which it's very interesting because Stephen King, obviously, he has nothing to do with the movie process. He's the writer of many books.
Yeah.
There have been so many hit or miss adaptations of his works that it's so weird because you can say one thing is, oh, this is a great adaptation of a Stephen King novel.
Yeah.
And then on the next side, because it's not the same studio or same people involved, this was the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Wow.
So Dark Tower here was okay. It was not. It was not good. It was not great. It was not amazing. But it was not horrible.
I will say this. When
I did want to see this movie in theaters, dude.
I want to see it too. And I love Matthew McConaughey. He's a great guy. I met him in real life. Such a sweet guy and tremendously talented. When I saw the trailer, I don't think he's that menacing looking. It kind of reminded me of Professor Lupin in Wonder Woman, where I was just like, oh, this is a little bit miscast, maybe.
I thought the exact same thing.
Yeah, I was just like, well, this just feels a little awkward.
I was like, really?
But I'm holding out hope that maybe, because I'm also the one guy that loved the Alien Covenant. So
I liked it.
I'm really hoping that.
Did I watch that one that just came out, right?
Yeah,
that was
like
the last
a few
few
months
didn't
ago.
fucking watch it
Yeah.
because everybody talks so much shit. That's why.
Everyone talked a lot of shit.
I liked it.
I liked it, and I'm
Okay,
hoping
wait.
the same thing is going on with
Are
Dark
you
Tower.
just like a fan of Alien though?
I am.
Okay.
I am. And,
What did you think of Prometheus?
Prometheus, I went into it with an open mind. I thought, it's going to be a Genesis. It's not, and it's going to be set in the same universe. But don't get my hopes up. That I'm going to see a lot of xenomorphs going around. And the same thing with Covenant. I thought, okay, well, this does have a few conflicts with what we've already seen, but Ridley Scott obviously has at least two other scripts in mind that could kind of get him out of the painted corner that he might have put himself in.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was an Alien movie. Like the Alien franchise movie.
Despite Prometheus or
Yes,
Alien
Prometheus.
Covenant?
I'm gonna have to say something about Alien Covenant.
Did no Wonder Woman was in Wonder Woman?
No idea.
That's fair. That's fair because he actually wanted that.
Another one. Those are aliens. Those are aliens that come in the same area. The same area.
Kid in the back.
I love that because everyone's like, they're not aliens. Like, they're aliens!
Those are aliens!
It's like, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to record it. They're aliens!
Those are aliens!
I'm trying to record it.
Aliens! Aliens!
It's the best drop we've ever had, dude.
If you see the video.
Anyway,
drawing it
back to
back.
the box office.
The Dark Tower only made. Think about this. It's a blockbuster. It's in the summer.
Yeah.
Blockbuster, that doesn't exist in...
There's one. There's one.
There is one at
It's
least.
the one with the Twitter.
last
That's
one.
the Twitter account.
Yeah.
It has 19. It made $19 million.
What was the budget on that? Do we know?
100 billion because no. This
Hold on, can I guess?
Okay.
Do you have the numbers?
Yeah.
Can I guess?
Sure.
Okay. It's going to be 150... No, 300 million.
I'm gonna go 170. 170 mil.
I don't know that there's ever been a movie that's had a budget of 300 million.
300
no,
million.
I think Titanic had 300 mil, and I think Dark Knight Rises had about 300.
There's no way.
Oh no, sorry, not Dark Knight. Dark Knight itself, I think had.
I'm gonna look that up real quick, but no, it had a $60 million budget, no $300 million budget.
Oh, 60.
Yeah, $60
got
million.
about a third.
I was way off.
Yeah.
I was better off with 150.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jesus, that was I was like, okay, no. Hold on, I need to find that out because I don't think anything. Oh fuck!
There's a lot of movies. There's I
300 million.
I want to say Avengers.
They
was
put,
like 300.
Avengers definitely was. They put a lot of money in these movies that they think are going to fucking make big money, and then sometimes they tank.
Yeah. But I'm glad we're on Stephen King right now. How do you guys feel about the reboot of It? Like the original was so good.
We talked about this last week. Wait, no, not. Oh, I'm sorry. I did my brother's podcast in the same studio. Yeah, and we talked about it. But because I was saying the first trailer that came out, I wasn't that scared of.
Just kind of,
kind of whatever.
It got me excited though.
yeah.
And then not really though. Not for me. Not for me. I was like,
Can I interject real quick?
Yeah.
According to Wikipedia, the only two movies to go over 300 mil
Oh,
are Pirates of the Caribbean on Figured Heights and Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End.
Yeah.
Really?
That's it.
I looked it up too. I was waiting, but
Avengers Age of Ultron was 279 mil.
Pirates of the
Close,
Caribbean
but no
on
cigar.
Figured Heights.
I don't know how much
$3 million? 78? What the fuck?
What?
No.
$378 million.
Some movies don't make that on their entire run.
Yeah.
Most
That was what it cost to make that fucking movie.
without
insane.
without marketing.
That is fucking
That is without marketing, without anything else, just the movie.
Yeah.
Put it in a can. That's all you got.
This is why I don't know how money works anymore.
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
It's ridiculous.
Doesn't work.
Goddamn ridiculous. But
Anywho,
idiot.
I don't know. Well, we had this long discussion on my brother's pod too. I was talking about how like the original is the reason why I'm like terrified of clowns.
Yeah.
right?
This looks like if we saw that directly before or after,
And
this would be the reason. I love this is the scariest shit.
Probably. But I think it's because it's so like diluted now. Like there's been so many like clown movies. Like it's not the same as it was then. My brother locked me in a room for all the scary parts.
Yeah.
When anytime you know he ripped a kid's arm off or like got the scary teeth or it showed up in the shower or like whatever you know right come out of the shower
Just pouring out the fucking off the walls and shit.
yeah like all that shit like my brother. I don't know where the fuck my parents were at this time. I was like 5, 6 years old.
They left you in charge with your brother.
They're like, oh, you got him right. He's just like,
and my brother's throwing, and it's on TV, you know, and he's throwing me into these rooms, like locking me in there with the TV on, and like making me watch these horrible parts.
dressed up as
And this is why, so for the rest of my life, I was terrified of clowns. Terrified of clowns, right? I mean, to this day, I get.
You know, Tim Curry is just amazing in that role.
I know that, and you know, and I watched it as an adult too. You know, and I watched it as an adult.
I've watched it. Still scary. I've watched it 4 times. Exactly.
Still scary. And I cringe when I see his face. when I see that when I see Pennywise the clown, like I kind of like my heart kind of stops for a second.
Yeah.
It jumps. It's not like this new guy doesn't look that freaky to me.
He doesn't.
I agree. I agree.
No, I disagree.
Really?
Sure. So that's Tim Curry. Yes, that's scary.
I like him better scaled down. You know, with like the
He looks like Jar Jar there with
Yeah.
teeth.
No, it's bad. It's like
Jar Jar.
freaks me out.
Yeah, look at that one though in the middle.
The new
That
one
picture.
is terrible.
That shit is
I don't
scary.
that doesn't bother me as much.
No?
No.
Yeah.
It does to me.
It does
Side by
feel
side.
Like that shit.
It's a side by side.
Yeah.
I think that's a subconscious thing. Honestly, the new one, I'm gonna be honest, is scarier just by photo.
Here we go. We got a cool side by side slider right here.
Yeah, that new, that is
That
terrifying.
doesn't. You know why?
That is terrifying.
You know why though?
Old.
That is also terrifying.
But also just looks like an angry uncle.
That scares me more. That scares me more. So
This is more realistic. Like this
Yeah.
is more like okay, movie made up scary.
Yeah.
This is more like this
this
is in my backyard.
So exactly, dude. So this is why I hate like well trusted clowns. Like I can fucking dude. I don't give a fuck about movie scary clowns.
Yeah.
None. Like I can still do like the scary mazes at Universal Studios, the fucking circus, whatever. Like you're just a scary clown. I can do that, right?
Yeah.
Scary clown.
Real clowns scare the shit out of me. Like real clowns. Isn't that weird?
Well, there was that real clown that John Wayne Gacy.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, wait.
That's what started the whole craze of the whole killer clown.
So nuts, dude. Like I don't know. And my mom, who hires a fucking clown for
Who hires John Wayne Gacy?
my 10th birthday. My mom hires a clown for my 10th birthday. And then
Really?
Yes.
Terrible. Oh, God. It's almost punishment. Angry uncle.
It was a female, unthreatening clown, but I still didn't trust that bitch.
Yeah.
And then
That's scary tree.
Oh my God, that's great.
And then my friend, our friend Steve, who was doing this podcast with me last week,
Yeah.
we went like deep dive about like this where my fear comes from and all this stuff. And he was like, do you think maybe, just maybe, your brother told your mom, hey, you should get a clown for his 10th birthday?
And Ryan loves clowns. No lie, that makes sense.
And I was like, I was like, holy shit, I never even thought about that.
That makes sense.
Funny thing, the guy that we're friends with was friends with my older brother before that. You know, long before we were friends. You know, so
He's like, you gotta.
so
make
he
sure
knows
this looks
him.
like
Yeah.
this.
That is some cool shit right there.
Hire me, I'll dress up like it.
Oh yeah, man. Like, see, that's what I'm
And
saying.
here's the hidden part. Steve was that clown.
Dun, dun, dun.
That was a lot of white makeup.
Hey.
So,
It was me, Steve, the whole time.
speaking of box office stuff,
Yeah.
I heard that Emoji Movie made as much as Dunkirk.
What the fuck?
This
Last
weekend?
weekend.
Maybe
Last
last
weekend.
weekend. Last weekend I have to check.
More than that.
This weekend, thankfully, Emoji Movie slipped under. It's been silent on the Sony lot, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, he actually, he goes to the Sony
Rico's
lot.
got the inside scoop.
Rico's got the inside scoop. I'm not gonna,
These are
Dunkirk.
undisclosed.
Stop saying my company.
Which is
That's just your fucking That's your name. That is your name.
That's our undisclosed fucking insider.
Your codename Rico.
It's a shame. I like Patrick Stewart. And I want him to be
Yeah, but he's
successful.
shit.
Yeah, he
But
literally
literally the shit.
Yes, so Dunkirk actually came in with 17.1 million in its third week. Good for it.
Not bad.
It already made better. It already made it back at its budget. The Emoji Movie is at 12 million. Fuck you. Hasn't made back its budget yet. Sony's gonna die. Girls Trip
I heard it's actually pretty good. 11.
Dude, I had two comics tell me the other night that it's a very funny movie.
It looks funny.
Really?
That's every comic. Literally everyone that I've heard that I know that has seen it said it's actually surprisingly very funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
I
surprising.
had two comics are the biggest critics, you know. So
Yeah.
I saw that coming.
they were two black dudes though, so I don't know. I don't know.
It looks funny.
It's like
That's unsurprising for me.
it wasn't marketed like
It doesn't look funny. Don't say that.
no, but it is apparently. Don't say this.
I mean, there were two trusted black dudes.
I want to say that the marketing did not sell me.
I think that.
No way.
The people telling me it's funny. That's selling.
Been hearing it too.
Wow.
That is
surprising.
Girls Trip, 11.4 million third weekend. Only took 19 million to make, and it's at 85.4 million
Oh, that's fantastic.
domestically in a total gross.
It's great.
So good for that. It definitely made it back its money. And last, I said kidnap with Halle Berry, which is how we got the Catwoman. Poof. All right. Unfortunately, this is something that I wish actually did a little bit better. Atomic Blonde slipped into number 7 in its second week. I heard it was
Not a
good.
good sign.
I heard it was good. Nobody cares though. Atomic
Yeah,
Blonde.
no one cares. I don't think.
That was the
Thank
problem.
you. Yeah.
It was John Wick with a chick. It was
John
Chick. It was John Wick with a chick, and no one cared this close to John Wick 2. I think it was John Chick.
John Chick.
That was unintentional, but it happened. So I'll take it.
That's so good. That's so good. We got Juan Wick.
John
And John Chick.
backflips.
John Wick and John Chick do backflips together.
This is so fucked up, man. I wish we had.
Contigo.
I wish we had like listeners who would just like make fucking posters for us, you know.
We have one.
We have one. That's true. We got one.
Maybe one of our moms.
Yeah. If you can make us a poster of Juan Wick,
And
John Wick, and John Chick all together on one poster, we're
gonna sell it.
Amazing.
So Juan Wick is the Mexican version.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
John Chick is the go version.
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing. All right, so opening this weekend, you guys. Let's open it up. Do you guys like horror movies? Woo!
Yeah, why not?
All right.
You know what though?
Play the whole thing. Play more. Shut up, Orlando Brown.
How do you even remember his name?
Damn.
I don't know.
That's so
Shout out Garrett's memory.
Yeah, when I'm drunk, it's like you can't remember the most basic shit. And then, but also you can remember some really obscure shit. Like
Anyway, what's
yeah. We got Annabelle Creation coming out this weekend.
Okay, so I've heard
It's shit.
through the grapevine.
no. That this okay, so they came out with Annabelle, which was dog shit, and it got like a real bad rating on fucking. And nobody liked it. I've heard
The original Annabelle, they didn't like.
No, but I've heard that you know I saw it. I'm on horror blogs, and I've heard that this is actually a lot. Like it's very good. Like it's a really good horror
Good
movie.
for them. Good.
For sure.
Yeah.
Good. I didn't see it because I was just like, didn't we already see Child's Play? Like, is it essentially the same?
But it's not though.
More demonic.
Yeah, it's supposed to be something different. But and this was actually rated R. I think Annabelle the first one was PG-13.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was PG-13, which made it very like dumbed down, shitty fucking horror.
Yeah.
This is a rated R horror movie.
Actual horror.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a good movie.
That's good.
Good.
All right.
On the horror end, on this side, I think it's I think it's gonna be great.
Nice.
I want to see it. I do want to see it in theaters.
You're already looking up showtimes. You're like, I need to see this.
I want to see that original Annabelle was actually PG-13.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
I think it was.
2013.
2013. Close
Why'd you go to
enough.
the wiki? Why'd you go to the wiki? Why did you go to
Why'd you do that?
IMDb, dude.
Fucking say it.
Yeah,
Looks like it did well.
It did. It did great.
It did well for itself.
But
despite being
I think because it was a PG-13 movie, though. I think that's why. You know, a lot of
Yeah.
teenagers came out.
Yeah.
Doesn't say.
It should say what the rating is.
Should say. Just Google rating then. God damn it.
This looks like a job
This
for
hurts you?
Blockbuster.
Son of a bitch.
This hurts. It hurts to scroll.
The longer we take it, hurts. I'm gonna keep going.
What else is premiering?
So another movie that I'm actually pretty interested in is Ingrid Goes West, and this is actually a
Sounds like a sequel.
not a Fievel movie.
Fievel Goes West?
Not Fievel Goes West. This is the Aubrey Plaza movie.
Huh.
Aubrey Plaza, Elizabeth Olsen, aka Scarlet Witch, O'Shea Jackson Jr., and it's a comedy.
Jay-Z?
No, it's Ice Cube's son. Yeah. But it's cool. You're racist. It's fine. Everyone.
Oh, I'm racist.
Everyone looks like Dave Chappelle.
Everyone looks like Dave Chappelle. No, yeah. So
that goddamn rating.
I got something.
Elizabeth Olsen can do no wrong. I loved Old Dog the original, and she was the best part of Old Dog
what the fuck
the
is this
remake.
movie? What is this?
Okay,
Old Dog.
well, Old Dog. Let's go that one first, and I'll talk about.
Oh, you're not familiar with Old Dog?
the Old Dog.
No.
Oh.
Old Pupper.
Old Pupper. Old Doggo.
Wait, the name of the movie is Old Dog?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, it is.
Because
Animated movie?
not to be confused with Old Dogs.
No,
Which
that's a
had-
very. That was Tim Allen.
All dogs go to heaven.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go to Ingrid Goes West. So Ingrid is it's like it's kind of a comedy, but it's a dark comedy because Aubrey Plaza. Stop, just look it up. But Aubrey Plaza basically stalks people because she's super obsessed with them, and then she moves to California, meets a new chick, stalks her, and then eventually ends up like actually being friends with her, and then a bunch of shit ensues where they do crazy shit together.
Cool.
But she's very stalkerish about it, and then somebody finds out she might have to kill that motherfucker.
Okay.
Oh, Annabelle was rated R. Sorry.
All right.
There we go.
Cool. Glad we found that out.
Find that.
I just Googled what was Annabelle rated.
Well.
Some of us are better at Google searches than others.
Get this fucking
Excuse me?
Get this off of the screen.
Move Tim Curry!
It's nonstop. It's nonstop, Tim Curry.
Move him! All right, so that is it for opening this weekend. We have some other shit that doesn't matter whatsoever, like the
Nothing else matters.
Nut Job 2.
Oh, well, you didn't watch part 1, so you'll never understand the
Nut Job.
And the Glass Castle.
Both sound like pornos.
No one should ever.
Yeah.
If I'm correct, no one should ever throw stones in the glass castle.
Especially while they're getting a nut job.
Nut
Or
job.
Especially when they're getting a nut job.
Or two of them. All right, cool.
Tim Allen knows.
We are going to go. I don't know that we could talk about this. Ryan really loves to, but Dan, did you see the Coco trailer?
The Coco trailer.
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
Just because it's a movie I want to talk about.
No, all right.
We don't show the trailers before.
I forgot.
Then bring it in.
How about this? Let's watch it right now.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna watch it right now. We're gonna watch Coco, the trailer. I'm saying this is Ricky.
You ruined everything.
You have to watch it seriously.
Yeah, we do.
I hope it's a movie about Coco Chanel.
It is not. It's
not.
about.
Or how to make chocolate milk.
It's not about anything about Coco.
Damn
It's not. Just play it and we'll talk about it. We'll
It's
talk
gonna be
over
good.
it.
No,
Just
it's
play it.
not.
Play it right
Like
fucking
you don't
now.
want it.
It's on
you hate your
Facebook.
heritage.
It's on Facebook.
Oh, you hate your heritage. Is that what I'm hearing?
No, it's on Facebook. I just sent it to you right now, Ricky. It's on
Ricky
Facebook.
fucking hates his heritage, dude. He doesn't want to fucking talk about where he's
It's about
from.
Coco.
He doesn't want to talk about where he's from,
It's
dude.
not about fucking Conan
He
O'Brien.
has no idea.
Facebook.
It's not about
Facebook.
Conan O'Brien.
It's about Conan O'Brien.
It's not about Conan O'Brien.
It's from June. That is an old one.
Shut up, it's a Pixar movie.
It's an old one.
Year, our ancestors come back to our world
Please have a safe journey.
to see family and friends. But no living person has ever visited their world. Until now.
I'm sorry. What's going on?
The little medicine you like dead and shit.
Boy,
I got an accent and shit, man.
where we are.
There's Dory and Inside Out and Toy Story.
Do you mind?
I like that this is made up.
What is going on? Remind me how I know you?
They're your family.
This is made up after world for Mexicans when they speak English.
We have to get you back home.
Of course, I speak Spanish though.
Anything to declare? As a matter of fact, yes.
I'm down, dude.
That's incredibly cute.
Right?
That's really cute, and I really like Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think that would be like a really good. No, I'm the one.
He's half Cuban.
What?
No,
No,
I
it's
just
not-
said everybody's been making fun of me all day, okay? Because I've been wanting to.
Okay, there's the reason.
It just makes no sense why you're.
Do you remember Big Hero 6?
I never saw Big Hero 6.
I was super.
No one fucking cared as much as you did.
Get one person. Congratulations. I was super excited for Big Hero 6. I brought in new shit about Big Hero 6 all the time. They made fun of me. Now Ryan is super proud and super happy about Coco. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care.
Fucking dick.
I don't care.
Fuck you, dude. This is Coco. It's gonna be great.
It might be. I don't care.
No, it's going to be.
You know what? Pixar.
I don't care.
Pixar's on like this kick where they make these movies where it
Like Good
feels
Dinosaur?
like a
Moana.
yeah, like
Good Dinosaur?
it just feels like
We're
I
all
don't
gonna forget
wanna
about
watch.
Good Dinosaur.
Yeah.
Shut up.
We're all gonna forget about that.
Yeah.
We'll just brush it under the rug.
Yeah.
I think this is great, dude. Like, think about it. We've never. We haven't seen a real Latino cultural thing in.
It's that fucking same movie. We just saw this.
What movie?
That goddamn fucking movie called I forgot.
Book of Life.
Book of Life. Thank you.
The fuck is
Book of Life. Exactly.
What is that?
Are we gonna look at
It's
Look
the same
Alive
movie.
now?
What is that?
What is Book of Life?
Book of Life.
It has Channing Tatum.
That's why it sucked.
Full Mexican.
Yeah. He's Cajun.
He sucks.
He's Gambit.
It's literally the exact same movie.
That was okay. Look at that. 2014 dick face.
That was 1,000 years ago.
That was 3 years ago.
1,000 years ago.
We're gonna watch this trailer right now.
Fuck
Is the main character's name Coco?
It's Zoe Saldana.
Oh, it's
Follow me. You need to see something special. All the world is made of stories, and all
Look at this animation.
Shut up.
Shut up, bro.
book
Stay
of
focused.
life. But the greatest story begins on the Day of the Dead. A day when spirits pass between worlds and anything can happen.
Ah, look at them. Two best friends.
I'm in love with the same girl. You two are acting like fools.
Me too?
But they look like Legos.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the animation either.
Same movie.
Will marry one.
What's that, dickhead?
No, in this
By the
one,
ancient rules. The wager
it's
is
more
set.
Beetlejuicy.
Yeah, but I kind of like that.
It's so beautiful.
And no one actually sounds like they're from Mexico.
Fix this for me, old friend.
I may not be the top hero.
No, this one's got a snake. The other one didn't have a snake.
My heart, I will never stop loving you.
Did it just bite him?
In the crotch?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like, right? Manolo. Okay.
Oh shit.
Now he's dead. Now he's dead.
Now he's a fucking candy skull.
The venom went straight through his penis.
There it is. Exact same shot. Exact same shot.
Yeah, it is the same shot. It was recycled animation.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
But I can do without the fucking killers, bro.
now that I know that Guillermo del Toro
movie does.
was a part of it.
I get it. You're right. Okay, but here's the thing, though, bro.
Disney now.
Exactly.
Disney now.
Exactly.
So it's gonna have a
another
princess.
It's another good
Coco's a
dinosaur.
princess.
Exactly.
I'm gonna call it early. Another good dinosaur.
Exactly. But you didn't like Good Dinosaur?
Nobody did.
I
Literally
did.
nobody did.
Not even the dinosaurs.
I did.
Fuck the dinosaurs.
I love that. That was a good movie.
Everybody wanted that
The
extinction.
good dinosaur
you're
killed
a
the
heartless
dinosaurs.
prick.
Everybody wanted to come that comment to come straight down, kill all the dinosaurs.
Garrett, watch The Good Dinosaur. It's a good movie.
Okay, I will.
One thing for the comment.
One thing I never watched, and okay, I
Man,
never
fuck
got
you
it.
guys. Coco's gonna be a movie. When I watch that with my fiance, we're gonna fucking cry together,
You
alright?
have fun with that. It's
Fucking
fine.
Book of Life
You do that.
first.
Fuck Book of Life, bro. Fuck that. Not Pixar. It's not. The Lego people, and it sucks.
It's that Lego knockoff. What's it called?
Emojis.
No.
Mega Blocks.
Mega
Blocks.
The Mega Blocks movie. It's a fucking Mega Blocks movie.
That's a multi-million-dollar idea right there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Mega Blocks.
I would greenlight Mega Blocks because I don't have Lego.
Mega Blocks.
While we're at it, we're doing Lincoln Logs too.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Bringing it back.
The Lincoln Logs are legit, dude. Lincoln Logs.
How many people played fucking Godzilla with Lincoln Logs?
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Come on.
I did. When I was in summer, my parents would put me in daycare with my sister, and we had a bunch of like these fucking people. So we combined the toys. So they had the always the stock toys.
Yeah.
They had Legos, Build Blocks, or Mega Blocks.
So you stacked up Mega Blocks?
No, we built the cities, and there's one kid that was always
We built this city on rock.
he was the kid nobody liked, but he always had the best toys.
Sounds like Garrett.
So we're like, hey, no, fuck that. I never had good toys. Never had good toys. I was like, hey, what's up, Nicholas? His name was Nicholas.
Yeah.
I was like, you want to play? You want to play with it? Yeah, this fucking like.
You want to know what mine was?
Yeah, it was the deluxe version of toys. No, this big.
You ever know the name of mine?
Who?
Wade.
Wade?
Yeah.
That just sounds like an asshole.
Yeah.
That's the name of Deadpool, bro.
I was that guy.
Deadpool's not an asshole. Not an asshole.
There was a kid named Benjamin that sat in front of me on the elementary school bus, and he wanted
Fuck Benjamin.
Benjamin wanted to sit in my seat and be my friend, and I was like, I will be your friend if you bring me a toy every single day.
You're the asshole.
I'm the asshole in the story.
You're the asshole.
I got so
That's
many
not a
Ninja
fucking
Turtle
cat.
toys from Benjamin Shea.
Son of a bitch.
Wow.
And then one day he showed up without any Ninja Turtle toys.
Beat the shit out of
And
him.
he was like, I have.
Everyone, beat the shit out of Benjamin. Get him. Tax today.
He gave me a Mike Tyson Punch-Out pinball machine.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I will let you sit here today, but tomorrow you need to bring me 2 Ninja Turtle toys to make up for it.
Oh my god.
Damn, dude.
Anyway,
Ruthless.
All right,
Such a dick.
I'm sorry, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
You were an asshole.
Yeah, I'll show myself out now.
All right. I don't know how. Okay. Kate Blanchett is.
Anyway, Coco's gonna be a good movie, guys.
Yeah. According to Ryan, Coco's
Long
gonna be
story
good.
short, it's gonna be great.
Kate Blanchett has been cast as Lucille Ball in
Aaron castings.
Aaron Sorkin's Lucy and Desi.
I'm down.
Pit.
I see it. I see it.
I see it too, but I never got into the show.
I will see it.
No, I love Kate Blanchett.
Yeah.
My middle name is based off the fucking actor.
Desidario?
That's right.
Huh.
I forgot Ricky was Mexican.
Yeah.
So right. Yeah. Well, okay.
He's
so
the least Mexican of any of us.
And for those of you who
Including Cuban B over here.
Cuban
For those of you who don't
Zero
know,
Spanish.
I mean,
Do you speak Spanish at all?
Un poquito?
Yeah, he speaks more Spanish than you do. I didn't understand what he said. Yes, he speaks more Spanish because he works in the.
you're
Yeah,
the worst. You're really the worst.
Sorry.
I live in East LA now. I order my food in Spanish now.
Yeah, taco trucks, bro. Fucking carne asada burrito.
That's not how I do it.
Puro carne.
You gotta put the accent on there.
Dude,
Arroz sin frijoles.
Dude, I suck at Spanish so bad. I use Duolingo to teach myself on my
Yeah, but
phone.
you're
I
fine.
teach myself. I just guess.
Just kidding.
You're like Sonic the Hedgehog.
I just mimic the language.
Chorito. Enchilada.
Such an asshole. You're such a horrible person to like your own heritage.
You are the only one in here that is full-blooded Mexican.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're all
mixed.
mixed.
Like you're so offensive to your own people. Like you're so offensive to the people who actually want.
I can because I am.
I'm still gonna get sent across the border, so we're all good.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No one's gonna look at me like, where are you from?
Send me
I'm
over.
from.
I'm brown.
Auntie.
I'm brown. I'm gonna send over.
You are not brown. We are darker than you.
That's true. Sorry.
I recently. I'm pretty white.
Yeah.
Dude, wait.
We're
get
gonna
back
be
to
good. Dan and I are gonna be good.
Can we
Peace out, guys.
Can we talk about what's important here?
Yeah.
Lucille Ball.
Kate Blanchett is Lucille Ball. I never got into
Guys.
it. I love Lucy, but I think this is perfect. I love Kate Blanchett.
Guys.
What?
Lucille Ball.
Lucille Ball. No, I mean, this is a great idea for a movie. I don't because she has such an interesting story. You guys probably don't know about.
Jessica Hernandez like cheated the fuck out of her.
All the time. Well, they're on
set
set together. She was the mastermind behind I Love Lucy. All the success.
All Jessica Hernandez was just fuck chicks. That's it.
Dude, he was
his job.
His role. His was like Frida. He was. It's so funny how like the roles reversed at that time and how drastically because. I mean, it went immediately back after what she did. She didn't pave any roads for anybody, but it was like such a big deal, you know. Like, she was the star of the show.
Yeah, she's a type.
And so she decided that she wanted to have her actual husband, Desi Arnaz, be Ricky Ricardo, and they were like, a Cuban on TV? Fuck no, not gonna fly, right?
Yeah.
And she fought for it, right? Fought for it. Meanwhile, his fame due to her. Got him so much pussy that he's like under her nose just cheating. So many fucks.
Oh, thanks for bringing me all these girls.
So many goddamn years, and she just stays and she keeps with it and keeps the show afloat, and then eventually ends up making her own production company that Mission Impossible like wouldn't have happened without her or some other shit, but but.
We're talking about the J.J. Abrams Mission Impossible, right?
No.
Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise wouldn't have been born. He was actually Tom Cruise was part of Desi Arnaz's one of his affairs.
Stock actors.
He was one of his bastards.
Tom Cruise's father is Desi Arnaz. His name is actually Tom Snow.
Yeah,
Tom Snow.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a story that should have been told a long time ago.
Yeah.
In a movie like this.
I heard that they created I Love Lucy to save their marriage.
Pretty much, and then he just and through the success of that,
fuck that.
Just was
threw it down the
off.
drain.
Or I could just fuck a bunch of bitches.
Yeah.
I'm on.
I mean, his name was Desiderio, so
to his credit, he did a lot of stuff too. He was the first
Anyone
one to shoot
named that,
multicam, right?
Only all those names are the cooliest.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, like Desi
was her
Arnaz,
idea.
it was her idea to shoot multicam.
Shoot three cam studio, in front of a studio audience for the first time.
Very cool. What a badass woman.
She was the mastermind behind all this stuff. He got all the credit.
Of course.
And all the pussy.
But she was the one who came up with all these ideas and kind of like she was a big actress. And
At the time, nobody wanted to give credit to a woman either.
Exactly. That's my point.
That's my point. So it's like, give credit to a Cuban man or a woman?
Yeah.
Cuban. A foreigner or a chick?
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Or what do we do? We're so conflicted.
Yeah. So I mean, it was all her idea. Everything that happened on that show was because of her.
Yeah.
And so I mean, we wouldn't have the 3-camera studio, the 3-camera sitcom, if it weren't for her.
No friends.
Yeah, fuck Friends, by the way.
No, How I Met Your Mother.
That's funny too. You remember? It just got posted. Tim just saw it.
It was a meme. I got a big battle.
Friends is great.
Really?
Go fuck yourself. You don't like Friends.
Okay, I like Friends, but it was a funny little diagram. So it was like
Friends is called a movie, so he's obviously a retard.
What?
It was a good movie. Good movie. The Friends movie.
no. All right, so you had a
May as well have been ran for fucking too many goddamn seasons.
Right?
7, 8. What was it?
10 almost.
10.
Yeah.
Too
Wow.
many. Amazing. One of our friends posted a meme where it's pretty funny because
Friends!
it was one of those diagrams where it's like it was like a pie chart. So you had these like little things. So you had by funny or about smart people and for smart people, and then about dumb people for dumb people. So you had Rick and Morty, about and for smart people. You know, I can get on that,
Yeah.
right? You guys like Rick
I
and Morty?
love Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. About dumb people, but for smart people.
Yeah.
Then it was about smart people for dumb people. Big Bang Theory. Totally agree.
Yeah. Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
And then about dumb people for dumb people, Friends.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yep.
I love Friends.
And it's true. They knock on
But
Ross
it's
for being
dumb.
an
It's
intelligent
dumb. Yeah.
man. Yeah.
It is
They
dumb.
just- yeah.
But it's still fun. I can still get
your
it.
brain
It's fun.
off. It's great.
They're all enjoyable.
Exactly. But like I get appeals for certain things. Like
Ricky and I both like Gilmore Girls, but that's
Gilmore Girls is
it's a great show.
Go fuck yourself if you don't like it.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. We like Gilmore Girls.
Fuck, dude. I thought we were friends, guys.
Yeah,
no,
But you know,
it's a bad show.
Don't talk
Coco
shit.
though. You know,
Don't talk
it's all about
shit.
like
Oh, this
Gilmore
is the
Girls.
one. Not fucking. Not
Coco's not out yet, motherfucker.
Oh,
Go watch all the seasons of motherfucking Gilmore Girls. Then come back and talk to
Game of
me.
Thrones. This is the one that's gonna end our friendship. Fucking Gilmore Girls.
Yeah,
You
go watch
fucking
it.
faggots.
Go watch it.
Hashtag Team Jess.
100%.
Team Jess.
Oh my god, I can't get on this train.
I don't even know what Team Jess is.
It's
Thank
the
you.
best.
I'm assuming it's either Edward or Jess.
No, it's better. Jess is better.
Or
Jess
Jacob.
Jess is better than Jacob or Edward or Logan
All of them.
or Dean. Fuck them. All right, moving on.
Why are you watching the show about white people?
Moving on.
Good shit, dog.
All right, first look at Josh Brolin as Cable.
He's too white for you.
Shut up. No, dude, he looks fucking amazing.
I'm excited about Josh Brolin.
He's half Mexican. He's more than Ricky.
That's 100% true. I'm not gonna lie.
There you go. All right, guys. Everybody. So recently, today, so we're recording. For Wednesday. Josh Brolin, or Ryan Reynolds actually released photos of Josh Brolin as
Naked.
naked, and as Cable. Yeah. Jesus.
Threw him off. Got him.
This is some of the best looking photos that I've seen of a character, of an actor as a character naked.
it looks great.
That I've seen. This shit is amazing. This looks perfect casting. Like I was on the fence about Josh Brolin. I was actually
No way.
I was
When
Stephen
they said it,
Lang.
I was
Stephen
Stephen
Lang.
Lang. I was Stephen Lang.
I was Stephen Lang. Team Stephen Lang until they.
Oh,
I didn't even
100%
think about Josh Brolin
Yeah.
until they said,
He's
"Oh,
fucking Thanos.
he's Thanos."
Yeah.
But he's such a good actor. He can do both. And once you watch both those, I think interpretations, you'll be fine. I believe that 100%. This, even just these pictures, Josh Brolin's unrecognizable.
You know, I also thought Pierce Brosnan would have been good too.
I also agree with that.
Shit,
That'd
been good.
He was
Like on the hierarchy, it was Stephen Lang, and then
He's too
Pierce
English.
Brosnan.
He's
Yeah.
too English though.
He can do an American accent, I'm sure.
That's not hard.
Yeah,
No.
You're not hard.
I won't buy it.
that's true.
Not right now.
Hard for Josh Brolin.
Hard for Josh Brolin.
Hashtag.
But you know, he was good in Old Dogs. To
Ah.
tie it all together, Old Dog. Old Dog.
You mean old hogs?
Old Hogs.
Tim Taylor. Tim Allen. Whatever.
No, not Old Dogs. Old Dog.
Old dog.
He was in the remake with Elizabeth Olsen.
Yeah.
He played the old dog.
Yeah.
He was
Elizabeth Olsen was the dog.
Yeah. She's also in a movie. Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Hot guy.
Hot guy.
Oh God.
Old. All right. Either way, these pictures look amazing. I mean, he looks great. He has everything you would expect. He has the cool cybernetic arm and eye. He has a shit ton of pouches, which I'm sure they're gonna make fun of because that was the thing in the '90s. Cable was
Had pouches.
the poster boy for just huge muscles for no reason and pouches everywhere. He was the '90s superhero.
You'd want to go camping with that guy.
Yeah, you're like, I bet he has a Swiss Army knife. He has everything he needs, and all the pouches, and a cybernetic arm, and a gigantic gun. Cable. That's exactly what.
You can travel through time.
Perfect. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know about Cable, you should check him out. Quick origin. Scott Summers, and a clone of Jean Grey's son, has a lot of cool abilities, but then gets a techno virus that infects him and kind of makes him part cyborg almost.
He travels back through time too.
He goes forward.
Forward
He gets
time.
sent. He gets sent forward in time because that's where they have a cure for his disease, and then he becomes like
Mercenary.
kind of a mercenary. He becomes trained in the military, and he becomes a badass. He becomes badass, and he's like half cyborg. That's why you see these metal things on his neck, his eye, his arm. He's a badass.
I like how they're gonna go. Like, I mean, they've also released the Domino actress and what she looks like. So it's just gonna be like more the mercenary X-Men, which is great. I mean, like sort of the territory that they haven't really touched on.
Yeah,
Deadpool,
Deadpool is touching on all those, like, we're not in a group.
Yeah,
we're
not a good guy, but we're also not maybe a bad guy.
Yeah,
we're in the middle.
This
we're
could
in the
be
gray area.
This could be the Game of Thrones of mutant movies.
Yeah, for sure.
Because everyone's in a gray area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can do whatever the fuck we want.
That's cool.
We have powers.
We got powers. Let's use them.
Yeah.
Still one in the Marvel universe, Marvel MCU.
What?
You want to be part of that?
What did you just say?
Everything you guys are saying, I want that in MCU. That's all I'm saying.
Oh. You just came in. You're like, still want Marvel and universe.
Spider-Man.
That's what I heard.
Spider-Man.
What?
I was trying to like
Spider-Man.
jump in without you guys realizing I was gone.
Didn't work.
No.
We noticed.
Everybody noticed.
Didn't work.
All right, last story. Disney will pull out all of its movies. Disney's going to pull out
and come out
all over Netflix's ass and launch a new streaming service for just Disney.
Why then did we buy all those movies when they opened their vault?
Right?
You know, like if we were just, fuck that.
Well, that was back in the day. Everyone get our VHS tapes.
Yeah.
It's in a vault.
Yeah.
Nope. And then we were like, at first I thought Disney was going to buy Netflix.
Yeah.
And then they were like,
Would have been a good move.
Yeah, I thought it would be a great move. We saw an abundance of Disney movies on Netflix. Jesus. Because the least subtle person in the... All right, I saw an abundance of Disney movies on Netflix, and I was like, oh shit, I think Disney's going to buy Netflix too.
Yeah.
That's substantiated the rumors.
Yeah.
Now, it says they're going to pull out and not even have anything to do with Netflix.
Not even come?
Not even come.
Not even come.
They're just pulling out and leaving.
Well, here's my argument of why I don't know if it's such a good idea. Think about how many... Jesus, what happened with your mic there?
What?
The whole thing came apart.
What is going on?
I have no idea what's happening.
Ryan's mic just fell off of his stand, like, completely.
Yeah, it's
Just his stand, everything just fell apart.
Now he has to hold it.
No. Oh, no, I'm not used to this. Oh, no. All right, cool.
Okay, so my argument is think of how many movies are on Netflix.
A ton.
Yeah. And then think about how many movies Disney has by comparison. Like what? 70?
In comparison, not a lot.
70?
But they are prominent.
I mean, they'll have stuff like Remember the Titans.
No, they were doing... Okay, so
And
Disney,
like Miracle, but...
Disney also means Marvel.
But that's what I was about to say. Like, that
also
means
means
all those Marvel shows get pulled off of Netflix.
Yeah.
Right now, everyone is making a big stink because Rogue One just landed on Netflix.
Yeah.
This past week.
Yeah.
It was like, I was like, holy shit. And I watched it again.
Yeah, Rogue One, boom. So they're losing Star Wars, they're losing Marvel, not just live action. All of Marvel's animated films too, which I mean, they're okay. I personally am I've seen some of the Marvel ones, but I think DC is crushing it as far as animated movies. But there's still a good amount of them. You take the Ultimate Universe for Spider-Man, Hulk versus everyone, basically. All these different Marvel things, that's gone. Star Wars is gone. Disney's gone. Pixar's gone. Everything Disney owns away from Netflix.
Yeah.
It's not a gigantic loss, but it's noticed because...
It will be noticed, yeah.
Yeah, it's noticed because there's a ton of stuff. Stop looking at butts. What? Yeah, it's just a ton of stuff that's taken off Netflix. And then, we don't even know, is Disney going to charge us for this? Because I don't want to pay an extra.
Oh, they're absolutely going to charge.
I do not.
It's going to be like Hulu or anything else. It's going to be its own streaming
That's
thing.
the entire reason I don't subscribe to Hulu. I have access to Amazon through my family who has a Prime account.
Yeah.
And I have Netflix through my sister.
Yeah.
I am not going to pay for
Oh, you're not even paying for your... You're such a scumbag.
Yeah, but you won't have to because your sister or
You
anybody
just said
else...
you got a fucking HBO code from your uncle.
I didn't say
that.
You
You
just-
did it?
I don't know. I paid for HBO a bit.
Who said that?
I
Someone
do.
said,
I do.
Okay.
My girlfriend's father.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks, Greg. Yeah. Hey, what the dough it. I don't give a fuck. If someone's going to give me a code for their access, I will take
He's
it.
like, I refuse to pay, even though I'm not paying for any other streaming service ever.
But here's the thing. Yeah, somebody's going to have the Disney one. Somebody is, and then you get to use theirs.
That's why I was like, you're such a scumbag. You won't even pay for the one that's just coming out for like new. He hasn't paid for any of them for the last fucking 10 years.
That's the reason why HBO is waging war on him.
Shut the fuck up! Like, it's not YouTube.
Stop it. I pay for HBO, motherfucker.
It's your fault. You're part of the problem.
I guess so. But
pay for your shit.
What do you guys think
download
about
a house? Would you?
What? Yeah, I totally would.
You wouldn't download a car.
I would absolutely do that.
Remember those commercials in the 90s?
Yeah.
It was you wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't steal it.
No, they said
a car.
download, and that's why it was hilarious. So like, fuck yeah, I would.
I would download a car.
I would
Download the
download
shit out of a car.
and 3D print that car.
I
don't remember them saying
download those karate
They said
moves.
download.
I'm pretty sure they didn't say download.
They did.
You wouldn't take the red pill.
I don't.
Pretty sure they didn't say
No,
download.
they didn't say
They
that.
said download.
They said
You
steal.
look it up,
They
motherfucker.
said steal.
All right. Well, what do you guys think of Disney pulling?
Look it up.
This is my last story. What do you guys think of Disney pulling out of Netflix?
They're gonna make a bunch of money. That's all.
Yeah.
100%. Everyone's going to pay whatever price it is.
But you know what? I don't think it's going to happen immediately because they still have contracts they need to honor.
Yeah, of course.
You
It's
know,
not- I'm sure it's not gonna be like,
Like,
all right.
It's not, that's why it's
2
not
years
until
from
that's
now,
why it's not
maybe.
until next year.
Yeah.
Oh,
When
next year.
When it happens, though, guess who's gonna pay for it? Fucking
Ryan.
This guy.
For Coco.
Fucking Ryan. Ryan loves Coco.
Oh my god! All
You
right.
wouldn't steal a car.
See,
I
told
do
you, dick
remember
face.
this. You wouldn't steal a handbag.
Fuckface. You wouldn't steal a television, dick fart.
Fuck.
You wouldn't steal a movie,
I would,
fuckface. Isn't that what I said? Everybody thought I was a liar. Pirated films is stealing.
Yeah,
Garrett.
Randy,
Fucking asshole.
play Ryan's song right now. Right the fuck now.
Better be the fucking Coco song.
Oh no! Oh no! The secrets of nature's deepest mysteries.
She's literally like launching eggs out of her pussy. The poo-poo guy. So they just like tie up these dudes and pour it in their face. And he cut off his dick. This gonna blow your fucking mind. You ready?
Give me one of those Rolling Rocks. I'll just tell Matthew I owe him. He's my brother. Fuck him. Anywho, you guys heard about this this Usher lawsuit that's going on right now? Usher?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Not at all.
No.
None. A woman is suing Usher for allegedly exposing her to genital herpes.
Oh shit.
And she's come forward saying Usher cherry-picked her out of a crowd at one of his concerts, got her number, went to her hotel, had sex with her without disclosing that he allegedly had genital herpes.
Yeah. He's Usher. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Quantasia
Okay.
Sharpton appeared with celebrity lawyer Lisa Bloom Monday morning, saying she was celebrating her 19th birthday. 19th birthday with Usher.
What are you doing?
With Usher
cutting it close.
concert, wearing a birthday
the next R.
crown.
Kelly.
When she was contacted by Usher security, Sharpton says she's negative of herpes but feels violated.
Wait, what?
So she does not have herpes.
Exactly.
What?
This
Well,
is
then
the story.
case
Why is she
dismissed
accusing
then.
him?
Exactly.
How's she getting accused of
She's
someone
still
having herpes?
okay.
She doesn't have any.
So this is where it gets tricky. Technically, you can still prosecute somebody for not informing you that they have an STD, even though you're not exposed to it.
Yeah. That's such a...
But also, take a good hard look at this bitch.
All right.
Is that the kind of person that Usher is calling into his fucking backstage area? I don't think so.
I don't think you'd call either
She's
of those
19?
women. The one on the right.
Oh, she's 19? My question still stands.
Wait, he's calling Precious back there?
She's 19,
What's going on?
apparently.
Take it easy,
Fuck, Garrett. God damn.
Anyway, she's fat as fuck though. Yeah, of course.
She's precious sized. Shut up. Yeah. AKA precious sized.
Yes.
My
Take it
precious.
easy, Garrett. She's fat as fuck though. Yeah, totally.
Okay. Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah, so she's still prosecuting him on behalf of herself.
Okay.
She's
defending herself?
Another woman and another man.
That shit, a man's in this?
Yes.
Damn.
That like apparently they had a sex party this night.
Oh.
Allegedly.
And yeah, so she's taking him to court about this whole thing.
Some Westerosi shit.
This is all on TMZ, so you know it's real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever like hear stories like this where it's like obviously there's like at least a threesome, and then you think to yourself, I wonder what I was up to that night. You know, like what was I at home like making a sandwich? Yeah, like
yeah.
And then,
someone's out there like partying hard, having a good time, and I'm just like, you know what?
Precious game that Usher did.
You're not partying as hard as Usher right now.
Well, if you don't have herpes, I mean, are you partying that hard? I mean, really?
Yeah.
Usher status?
I mean, if you don't have some sort of STD, you're not partying hard enough, in my opinion.
Sounds to me like she's just trying to get some sort of money. I mean, because she turned up negative.
Right. So then there's this story where Quantisha tweeted out Monday afternoon, right after her appearance, showing up with the lawyer, talking about how she felt violated, and even though she wasn't what's it called? She wasn't found positive.
Yes, she wasn't exposed.
Exposed, right? So she tweeted at 1:06 p.m. on Monday. All this shit came out on Monday, right?
Oh.
In the morning. Then in the afternoon, Monday, she tweets out, "I need some money."
Oh, jeez.
Money.
And like emojis and a sad face. Okay. And then later on, later on in New York, enjoying my last couple of hours as a regular girl.
What does that mean?
That means she's gonna be like famous,
Like
right?
Oprah rich.
I'm gonna be Oprah rich.
I think this bitch is dumb. I think she really fucked herself by doing that.
Yeah.
Weird.
Kind of like showed you tipped your hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
That you're just after
But
money.
that's what dumb people do.
Hey, Garrett, she's black. She's not dumb.
She's just a 19. She's a 19-year-old girl that
She has
doesn't.
sex with someone who had
know.
herpes, but also doesn't have herpes.
Yeah. Maybe.
She doesn't have herpes, but
Garrett,
she has sex with someone who
racist.
had herpes.
Yeah.
Garrett, her pig face. You're a race.
Shut
She does have a pig face.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
It's a precious pig face.
Disney World temporarily stops the monorail after pieces break off.
What the shit, fuck?
Speaking of Disney, I mean, Disney's a fucking...
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
This is a fucking, like, a Disney-heavy episode.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, fucking Disney. Fuck you, Disney. Go fuck yourself.
What are you doing right
Meanwhile,
now?
we're buying fucking passes in
They
December.
I
they
wish
do not
those
play around.
Yeah, fuck
They do
that.
not play around with that monorail. I gotta tell you, like I have read horrible stories about that monorail. There's a dude that tried to break into Disneyland to just enjoy the park, and he got all the way up on the monorail, and guards started like screaming at him to get down. Thought that they were trying to apprehend him and kick him out of the park. They were trying to warn him the monorail was coming.
Gonna run him over.
Turned him into flesh butter.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
so that's what you mean by they don't fuck around with that monorail.
Yeah. If there's like a
It's
little
the- it's
piece,
one
they
of
don't
the-
want all those dead bodies, all over the
It's
place.
also one of the oldest things in these parks.
Yeah.
Both parks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like gotta be.
What I would say that Space Mountain and
Space Mountain they redid so many times.
Matterhorn too.
Well, like all the monorails, they
Surprisingly-
have like the mark, and then like it's always a succession of different versions of it.
Oh,
So
is
they're
that
constantly
so?
approving of it.
Anyway, park visitor Jim Parker says he was standing underneath the train when a metal chunk fell from it and landed approximately 10 feet from him. Look at this fucking souvenir.
I'd be worried.
Look at this
I'd be
souvenir that
worried.
he took home. Check this out.
Wow.
This is also built in
that's a-
1959.
That's a piece.
Yeah,
That's a piece.
1959 of the monorail was first built.
How much do you think that weighs? Like what? 10 pounds?
At the
very
very
15.
At the very
15 pounds.
You want to know something? I didn't even realize. Okay, so I typed in oldest attractions in Disneyland.
Yeah.
Monorail.
Yeah.
Autopia.
Oh shit.
Oh, where?
That's that. Okay, it goes Autopia. Then you have attractions like Disneyland Band and Station, blah blah blah. Jungle Cruise,
Jungle Cruise is pretty old.
Mad Tea Party.
Yeah, but this is at Disney World.
Disney World.
Oh, Disney World.
Oh, everything has changed.
Wait, what was Disneyland first? No.
Disneyland was
Disneyland
first.
was first.
Yes.
And at Anaheim.
Absolutely. Anyway, this guy tweeted out, just flew off the monorail at Epcot. And he's got the picture. And he said, we were leaving Epcot at 12:55, walking to our car. We were directly under the monorail looking at it. Pass over us, it started making sounds, and some little pieces flew off, and bigger pieces flew off. Thankfully, we were more to the left when it landed right. No one seemed to. This is a fucking tweet by this guy, so
it's a long tweet.
140
well,
characters,
it's multiple tweets. No one seemed to buy notice. I don't know what the fuck that means, but nobody seemed to notice but us. So I grabbed the piece and hollered and fucking the guy took
This
it.
guy doesn't speak English.
He took the thing.
It might have been translated.
This is not his first language.
No, wait, no, that's a direct thing. No, what? I don't know. Maybe he translated into English.
Yeah. Anyway, there's all these videos of the fire department showing up and stuff like that, and all these people who are stuck on the monorail.
To say what part of the monorail it came from? Like what? Like is that? Like
It looks like a piece of the track. I mean, obviously.
Oh my god.
That's so crazy, though.
Look at so this girl is taking a video here.
No, we can see that.
Yeah, I know. I'm showing it to you, dickhead.
Thank you.
Hey, Gary.
Ambulance shows up. Once they realize it's safe enough for them to continue, they let all these people off. And Disney has not made a statement yet.
That's
I'm just glad no one was
crazy.
hurt. That's good. That's good. Disneyland.
Nope.
Disneyland has like a few fatalities
Oh, yeah.
under its belt
There's
already.
a few. Most of them
Google
by
it.
Thunder Mountain.
Thunder Mountain
Google
killed
how many-
somebody on their birthday.
Google how many people have
That's
died at
fucked
Disneyland.
up.
Also, your
Fucked
death
up.
day.
Yeah.
You get to join.
Happiest place on earth.
Get to join Coco.
That's actually kind
In-
of cool
in the
to
Book
like
of
die
Life.
on your birthday because then it's like a bookend, you know?
Like the
It's
Book of
yeah,
Life?
yeah, like the book of
Like the Book of Life?
Like Coco.
Like Coco.
Coco. 29. At least most. 29 is the very least.
Awful
deaths.
Disney incidents and deaths. Jesus.
The first.
Okay, so you know what's
death.
weird? Okay, so my girlfriend Jeanette, she has these like fears of all these rides. I'm like, it's fine, it's totally safe.
Yeah.
All of these stories are like, shit, it's
How
not
about,
safe.
did you guys see that video?
Yeah, in the
ride
county
in Chicago?
fair. In the county fair.
This is why I don't get on this county fair rides, dude.
It killed
Fuck
Yeah.
that, dude.
Yeah, because they're all built by fucking crackheads.
Fuck that. Yeah.
Straight up murdered them.
Eat my ass. I ain't getting on that shit, dude.
And even if you just eat his ass in general.
I'm not getting on fucking crackhead rides.
Dude, and it's like, you know, when you're a kid, it wasn't, you know, I don't know. I remember my mom, like, telling me to quit being a bitch, like, get on the zipper. You know, like, don't be such a wuss. Just get on the zipper. And I'm like, Mom, I feel like it's going to fall apart. Nah, no, it's fine. And then, like, the year after that, you know, you hear about the fucking zipper falling apart, somebody flying off of it.
Are you looking up terrible mishaps at Disneyland?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Dude, the worst
There's a
one,
lot.
in my
There's
opinion,
way a
is the
lot.
one from America Sings.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Yeah.
What's
On
that?
July
What's that?
8th,
Poor
1974.
girl was like,
An 18-year-old employee was was crushed to death between a revolving wall and a stationary platform inside the America Sings attraction. She was in the wrong place during the ride intermission. It was unclear whether this was due to inadequate training or misstep, as the ride had been open for nearly 2 weeks by the time
What is
the
that?
ride closed. So that's America Sings. That's where
What's
it's where the room of innovation or whatever
yeah,
it
room
is.
innovation. So you know how it's
the
constantly
rotating-
turning.
Yeah, the rotating.
She got stuck behind one of those walls
Yeah. Oh
that's
my
constantly
God.
moving, and she
Yeah.
died.
So
She got crushed to death.
So it was built.
What?
It was built
Oh
like
my
a theater.
God.
It
How
was,
do you, yeah.
It was a circular theater.
Yeah, they
and,
had
and
the
middle
they had the
stands still
robots.
with
It's always
stages.
moving.
And one of the employees, because it moved so slow, she like leaned over while it was turning to like talk to another cast member.
Happening it stuck.
And it just kept moving. She didn't see it coming behind her, and it splinched her in half. And she screamed, but they thought it was a part of the ride because it was like part like singing and stuff, and they thought it was just like like, you know, and done. And so no one found her for hours. The poor thing just like got wedged between the stage and just smeared into
she was
nasty.
super dead.
Yeah.
The happiest place on earth.
And she was engaged. She got engaged. She took that on as a summer job before she went to college.
Well, she should really study her job before she does anything, because she's fucking dumb.
Well, it just opened like a few months before.
She couldn't have gotten married that summer anyway. She had school. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
So messed up.
Shit.
So messed up. Poor woman.
Now she's with Coco.
something.
She's with Coco.
Guardians of the Galaxy already has fucking something on it.
Ready?
April 6, 2017, a worker suffered a knee injury while working on the ride. He was lowered down using a harness and rescued by firefighters.
Oh, but that's not it.
I'm sorry, but you know
he didn't die.
He didn't die.
That's how
knee
soon
injury.
shit's happening.
That's lame. Don't watch your story on my death certificates here, dude. Come on.
Sorry, bro. It's on the fucking wiki.
All right, come on, dude. All right, man accused of peeing on a family at a Metallica concert.
What?
Now let's talk about that.
Is that you?
It was not me. It was not me. Even though I saw Metallica last Saturday, I guarantee you, I don't remember everything.
I guarantee you I don't remember being on anyone.
And I'm not quite sure if this was me or not, but I'm pretty sure I didn't get arrested. Pretty sure. A New Mexico man is facing charges of disorderly conduct and indecent exposure after he allegedly...
That sucks. That sucks.
He allegedly peed on a family at Friday's Metallica concert in Glendale, Arizona.
Oh, I was like, Glendale.
That guy looks like a peer. That guy looks like a public peer.
He's got that like.
That looks like my old boss.
Look at that intense look. Like I
I'm
need
pee
to
on
pee
you.
so bad right now on
No, he's
a
drunk.
family.
I'm gonna piss on you.
He's
I'm gonna piss
drunk.
on you.
He's drunk and high on Metallica.
Fuck yeah.
That's what's happening in that face there. Daniel Daddio.
Daniel Daddio.
Daddio? I mean,
Daddio?
Oh, we'll call him Daddio.
I like Daddio.
Yeah, we'll call him Daddio. 44 of Albuquerque was
was
arrested after a family of 3 told employees at the University of Phoenix Stadium they felt warm liquid washing over their backs and legs. What are you looking at?
Show me your face.
Oh.
I'm gonna piss on it.
Yeah.
The father, who was attending the show with his wife, 10-year-old daughter, told wife and 10-year-old daughter.
Sorry.
Haters gonna hate. Lovers gonna love. I don't even want none of the above. I want to piss on you. Yes, I do. I'll piss on you. I'll pee on you. Drip, drip, drip. All right.
As if we didn't get that out of the way the first time.
Nah.
All right. He told police when he turned around, he saw the suspect holding his genitals. Police said the father confronted Daddio, who allegedly just shrugged.
Shit happens.
Piss on you. I gotta pee.
I gotta pee
On them.
I'll be honest with you. This is some shit that sounds like I would do. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's just.
Yeah.
I would not be.
I'm gonna pee on all of you, and then I'll just whatever.
If your family called me like Ryan's in jail, like what'd he do? He's like he peed on people at a concert. I'm like,
What concert? Metallica. Well, yeah,
that idiot. All
Definitely.
right,
He
well,
definitely
all right. What's his number? I'll go fucking visit him.
Dude, this poor guy probably, well, not poor guy, but this guy now has to like register as a sex offender.
Yeah,
I bet,
he probably does.
for peeing on children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna piss on it. I don't even know. None of the above. I want to piss on you. Yes, do I piss on you?
Here's the kicker, though.
Oh, there's a kicker.
Is he probably didn't see Metallica?
What?
He was arrested at 9:40 p.m. Oh,
which
leads me to
missed the
believe that like the
concert.
concert. I mean, got drunk before they. When I saw them, I was loaded, and they went on at about 9:30.
Yeah.
So
he was an exit early.
Yeah.
Sucks for him.
Early exit, yeah.
So
He's
I mean,
really pissed.
I mean, he probably didn't even see them.
He doesn't look like the kind of guy I would see at a Metallica concert. He looks like a.
Oh, he absolutely.
He's like a finance guy.
He looks, dude, imagine he was like the father of someone. He's like, I'll bring my kid.
No.
I'll bring my
Look
kid.
at this. Add hair.
Oh yeah, now I see it.
And then you. That's the guy.
Well, that's everybody though.
That's the guy who
Add hair.
and Metallica. No. He saw Metallica back in fucking '83.
Yeah.
And he was like, "That's my band.
That's my band. That's my band.
I love him." He's all sick of the show and still my shit, dude. I don't give a fuck. I'll still pee on you. He's like, I may be 55, but I'll still pee anywhere I want.
Yeah. What are you going to? This is America. I'm sorry. I thought this is America.
I thought this was America. I thought this was Metallica. I thought no one gave a shit when I did.
Yeah.
If I didn't fucking pee in the fucking toilet.
Yeah.
That was him.
Direct quote.
I wonder if that man's family said anything to him, like, "Hey, you know how we talked about not pooping on people? Like the same applies to peeing. You know? Come on,
keep
Dad.
keep your pants on.
No, this guy, he reminds me a little bit of my Uncle Dave, who, as we talked about before, you always want to be that uncle who shows your nieces and nephews how not to be, right?
Yeah.
So I always had that uncle. His name is Uncle Dave.
Okay.
And he reminds me of Uncle Dave. And Uncle Dave had no kids, no girlfriends, ever. All he did was go to shows and pee on people.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. He didn't pee on people, but probably. That's my point. This guy doesn't have any fucking kids. He's just peeing on kids.
Daniel Daddio.
Daniel Daddio. Of all fucking names.
Daniel Daddio.
All right, Daddy-O.
And on that, we're going to wrap it up.
All right, thank you so much for listening. We want to thank our guest, Dan Pena.
Thank you so much for having me,
Where
guys.
can they find you, bro?
Where can they find you, Daniel Daddio?
Daniel Daddio Daniel Daddio Pena.
DanPena.net. And I'll be at the 48-hour film project screening this month on the 20th.
The one he talks so much shit about.
Yeah.
But
it's
no,
still a good product.
it's
still
good.
a good product. And next week I'll be at the Burbank Comedy Festival.
Fuck yeah. Thank you so much. If you haven't
you.
already, thank you so much for listening and subscribe. However, you are listening, iTunes, Stitcher, all of those. Check us out on humcast.com. You can go find Ryan D, the comedian. Where?
Twitter.com/Ryan P. Demarest, and also on Instagram. And also, we'll be in Vegas next weekend.
You have a
right?
website? You have a website?
Yeah, but it's down right now because I haven't paid the bill.
But we have humcast.com. Humcast.com.
Humcast.com.
All the info.
And also, we're canceled for Humpcast Live, unfortunately, next week.
But we're going to Vegas!
But we're going to
I
Vegas!
forgot to
with us
plug
in Vegas.
myself on Twitter and Instagram. Do I do that too?
Yeah, Do it now, go.
And Snapchat at I am Dan Pena.
Boom.
Easy peasy.
No tilde.
Lemon breezy. No tilde.
No tilde. And then find Ryan D. You're all done?
Dan Daddy.
Dan Daddy. You can follow me personally at Garrett_AMLee on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to, I don't post much, but you can on Snapchat on Mitch_Striker. And you can follow me on my new show, What's Good with Garrett Lee.
New shit!
New episodes coming soon.
Hey, so how did I... never mind, go ahead.
Follow me at twitter.com/RickyC. My Instagram is RickyC90. And I'm going to play the show off on motherfucking Action Bronson, like always. Like always? Okay. He's got a new album coming out called Blue Chip 7000. This is his new single called The Chairman's Intent. I highly recommend the video. Check it out. Peace. We love you. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks.
We love you. Good night.
Johnny.
You don't even know me. You don't even know me. You don't even know me. You don't even know. These 16 bars cost 16 cars. Kiss these balls, bitch, we stars. Fuck that shit, you ain't had motherfuckers forget till I'm back up on the set and every motherfucking jump shot wet. Same outfit every day like a cartoon. They'll never find you in a shark suit, and there will never be a part 2. Shit, you're looking at some motherfucking art, boo. Two pumps from the inhaler got me feeling like Lawrence Taylor. 2 kisses on the cheek from my tailor. I got the soul of an Amazon healer. Better be sure to put them cameras on. Turn dreams into real shit. Yeah, I might be sick. Sitting courtside, I'm likely lit. Draw blood, I'm already made. But little man will cut your face like wedding cake. You don't even know me. 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 Switching lanes on these bitches like. I'm switching lanes on these bitches like. Watch the 5th wheel fall. From this top floor view, I can see it all. Yeah, man. From this top floor view, I can see it all. I can see it all. I started clapping when the chef brought the duck to the table. That shit was shining like an angel. I never trust a dude named Angel. Long steel 4/5, turn him to an angel. The sky opened up and down came me. Young AB floating in a jag from the 80s. Tan like I just left Haiti. Looking like I had mad plastic surgery.